Welcome back, everybody, to the ATLC Gamer 2. We're joined by a special guest in Sebastian Forsen Force. What's up?
Nothing much. A bit tired, but happy and eager to cast, I guess.
I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
Right, well,
That's my line, right? Yeah.
how are we supposed to feel when you say that?
I'm also happy to hear to cast, I guess.
Well, definitely, at least in the picture that I posted, definitely showed that as well.
Mhm.
Forsen will be joining us for our first match here, Cloud9 versus Valitown. Now, Forsen is not competing here, but he's doing the next best thing, which is casting. This is the next step in the inevitable road to retirement.
Yeah.
So, how was ATLC for you generally? Did you enjoy playing the league, even though you guys didn't get to the playoffs?
Yeah. I mean, we tripped on the finish line basically, so it was a good experience. Different format, pretty fun actually.
You did manage to knock out Archon, though.
We did, and that was the
the
goal.
highlight?
Yeah, that was the goal of the
Okay.
whole invite. Like, okay, we're gonna knock out Archon. And then,
Yeah, for sure. How was it like the dynamic of Force and Boys? A lot of people pegged you and Valuetown as two of the people they would love to see go through, and then Valuetown did end up, and you guys fell just a little bit short. But the experience building the team with like Chalk and Oskako, was that a lot of fun for you too?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those were two. I'm known both of them for like forever. Like Chucky since Fight Night and Osaka even before that. So I had no problems playing with those two. I think we had pretty good synergy, even though I don't actually practice as much as I should off stream. But they knew that going into this format that I'm probably not like the best teammate to have. But
Okay.
I still gave him the chance to play in the tournament, so that was pretty good.
All right. Well, it looks like we have the water, so Forsen's ready to cast. We have our first match,
There we go.
Trump versus Eka. We didn't actually take a look fully at the lineup.
I took a look at the lineups, actually. One thing that was pretty interesting is both these teams, they're, of course, the winners of yesterday, but they have exactly the same classes.
Yeah, they actually even said that they had the same decks across. Like,
do
for example,
they?
the Warlocks that both.
No, the Paladins are different.
Oh, you're right.
Strife Crow is running
One is a
mid-range.
control
Yeah.
mid-range and one is secret, right?
Yeah, Trump's a
You're
secret.
right. But I remember Trump was talking to Strife Code directly and saying, like, wow, we have like even the same deck. So
Yeah.
the lineup there, they felt very similar in terms of their preparation.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure who is favored based off that mid-range Paladin versus the Secrets Paladin, but I like to see how their strategies unfold based off similar lineups.
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting. Now, Valitown was the other kind of makeshift team. At the start of the Archon Team League, I was thinking that some of the already existing teams would have like that teamwork, that team synergy already built in. Do you think that was maybe like a speed bump for you guys, or you think maybe for Valitown?
Yeah, I mean it's not for Valentine that much. I think Trump actually tries pretty hard when he's not streaming. He's actually talking to his teammates about decks, and he has his statistics. All this.
We saw the notebook.
Yeah, exactly. Like he has a lot of statistics, and he tries really hard. So it's not the same thing. I'm more like whenever I don't stream, I refuse to play Hearthstone.
Okay.
But we see a really great start here from Trump.
Yeah, that is pretty good. But the owl kind of stops the aggression a little bit. It's just I think Hunter has a really good matchup against Warlock if you have the unleashes and the explosives. I
Definitely.
don't know if Ecop is running explosives. I think he's actually running freeze yesterday. I think he's running face hunter with freeze traps.
It's the classic hybrid hunter where you
Okay.
had two freezing traps. You have leopard gnomes. I don't know if you curve out to high mains. I don't think he has high main. I think he curves out to shredders and arcing golems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, just because you're hybrid doesn't mean you get to hit the high main. It's just
Yeah.
the idea that you have defensive options in case you want to play a little bit more control
Mhm.
against aggro.
All right, well, Ecop is okay with taking some damage here, I guess.
Yeah, like he really like the owl would be a pretty good play here. You'll be able to trade with the flame imp, but at the same time you want to keep that for void colors and eggs taunted up. So just doing this trade here, taking a bit more damage.
Board's not
fine.
even that good after an owl too. It's like a 2-1 that gets challenged by the Void Caller or Void Walker, excuse me.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
attacking into the void collar or void walker is pretty good here. It saves him 1 health, and he needs to trade for sure. Otherwise, there would be like doggies,
You really-
abuses. I mean,
You really need to min-max like that life differential in this matchup, because if you have a considerable life lead, you're just that player that goes face every single time.
yeah, for sure.
That's not Trump.
What? That?
Wait,
I'm confused.
Yeah. Did you say it's not true?
No,
It's not Trump.
Oh, it's not Trump. Oh.
The
Wait, what? Oh.
It's rigged.
Oh, that looks more like Trump.
What happened? Archon is playing in the finals.
Oh god, let's go.
A little flub there. I guess we just accidentally sent
Yeah.
the wrong signal. Trump is absolutely there.
Now there's 2 Trumps.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Man, that shirt has seen a lot of play recently.
Wait, that's the same shirt as yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Well, actually, the Cloud9 guys are also still wearing Cloud9 shirts too. I imagine that Trump has a closet full of Trump W shirts.
I don't know about that, but I actually do think the Cloud9 guys do have
You
somewhat
don't
of a
know about
wardrobe.
that? How many Trump W shirts do you have, Forsen?
About 0.
About 0.
Roughly.
You round down.
Or up. Yeah, so silence on that to prevent knife juggler value. Pretty
Shenanigans.
good.
Yeah. All right. Well, ECOP has just been a bit behind on the board so far.
Yeah.
And that's kind of bad because with this deck, you really need to get that damage at the start of the game.
Yeah. So he's looking to
50-50. Oh my god.
That's so good. But he can still hit the egg now twice. He has a
Twice?
25% chance to kill the egg here. And
No.
he misses, so that's good.
Wow.
Really good.
To the face. Excellent.
Perfect aim.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
then
really good
implosion
response.
was a really good pickup there.
2. It's 2 for sure.
Nice.
Uh,
How'd you know?
Oh, because once you see the RNG go against you, it's just a running trend throughout the whole game.
Snowballs.
Oh,
It's the RNG snowball.
Gotcha.
It's like hidden Blizzard mechanics, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So this is looking fairly good for Echo right now. Having that quick shot and only another card in his hand, he will be able to cycle that.
Yeah. Well, now he's just getting that damage. So this is exactly where he needs to be. Like, just pluck away at the face, get him down to like a 15er, and then the Warlock at that stage has to trade in every single minion.
I wonder if Argus... I mean, Argus is a fairly weak play here. He could have tapped for a power whelming, I guess. But that's like kind of far-fetched, maybe. But he needed something there, because just an Argus doesn't really do anything.
I mean, it puts a little power on board, and it might be another target to buff with his second defender.
If you keep in mind here, I believe ECOP only has freeze traps, so I think you can actually unleash, trade the Mad Scientist into the 2/4 and the 1/1, and then do double doggy kill command face to be able to quick shot next turn. Because when your opponent's at 20, there's no way kill command is not hitting face from this stage in the game.
It is.
Yeah,
So-
this is where the Hunter leverages its damage against the Warlock's hero power, and just feels like really bad if you ever are in a position to tap.
Either he kill commands the 4/4 here, or he hero powers. I don't think that he will let... I don't think he will kill command face here. I don't think so.
Why not? If he only has freeze traps, which so far he's only had, I think that is the play.
I mean, you want to maximize your damage, that's why you hero power every time before you kill command. But I don't see him losing this either way, actually.
Yeah.
He's so far ahead right now, and this is the problem. Like, if you don't have a really great start, if you don't get that 4 implosion or 3 implosion, at least you're gonna have a hard time in this matchup.
Well, Trump did have the better start. It's just that ECOP's juggler was very sharp.
Very good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can the defender bouncing back help him at all though? You think? Because I mean, defender of Argus is one of the ways you can win it, and he does have cards like Mal'Ganis.
He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna go face here actually. I mean, he knows that there's only Mal'Ganis that can prevent lethal, and then that's like 2 turns from now, so
Yeah.
he's not gonna have time to.
Well, the best
play
thing he could draw is probably an implosion. He might even need to tap for it.
Yeah, he needs to tap. He knows that's a freezing trap, and he knows he's dead the next turn if he just plays a Sea Giant or something. So he needs to go for a implosion.
Yeah, he's dead on board if he just plays CG.
Yeah, and then you can top deck a Void Caller and Power Whelm it and get the Mal'Ganis. So that's like, but yeah, that's not gonna cut it.
Yeah.
You know?
So he just gets some information, knows that it's the freezing trap. But
Yeah.
that's going to wrap up the game very quick. But this is kind of what you expect to do. Even if you get the early game board against Hunter, they're so good at commandingly taking it back and leveraging damage against your hero power.
Yeah. Knife Juggler. Pretty good card sometimes.
Yeah. One thing we didn't talk about too is that this was ECOP versus Trump. A matchup that
Classic
I know
rivalry.
It's a classic rivalry dating back from the early Fight Night days where ECOP called out Trump a lot. But I think they're on very friendly terms. In fact, I see them playing games with each other all the time. ECOP's like cheering Trump on. So I feel like even though some people might be like, "Wait, ECOP versus Trump, isn't that like a really big deal?" I think they're actually like on pretty good friendly terms now.
Yeah. There used to be a lot more like actual hate between ECOP at least than Trump.
I mean, I think it's just because Trump's also like stepped it up a lot in terms of his play. He's actually
he has in the last few months.
Yeah.
He's he's really proven himself to be one of the best players in the game.
Part of the beef was that ECOP felt like Trump got a lot of undeserved attention based off like people's perception of his skill versus his actual skill. But I think Trump's actually stepped up a lot to that point. So I think ECOP's even starting to respect that, and that shows growth for ECOP. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Really
Whoa, things you never thought you'd see. Yeah. Anyway, so we saw the classes there for a brief moment again. I believe we were right. I think the only difference in the decks is the difference in Paladin. So really, it'll have to do with the rules of the tournament. Really, who's going to be favored here? If Cloud9 can get like 1 point on each member, can not have to get too cornered into a bench, just that kind of stuff. I think is really going to be the dictating factor here. As most players, we can expect to play quite well. Even though yesterday was maybe an adventurous night for most people.
At least for the fellow on our right. Do you think that there's like a lot of skill involved in the fact that the classes are similar, so you can kind of understand which team has a better approach? Or do you feel like it's more of like 50-50 because they have the same thing, they might be evenly matched? It's really hard to say.
Yeah, it's mostly going to be like the matchups, like who gets the better matchup. It's mostly about that when it comes to this kind of tournament, because everyone is almost playing the similar classes. Like sometimes one class might differ, at most two, like but usually people knows what's best and brings that every time. So it's gonna all depend on the mind games. I know that some teams like to roll a dice to decide their class. I'm not gonna say any specific teams because but the deciding factor is basically what matchups you get. So
right,
they're gonna have to either mind game or get really lucky with the dice.
What kind of strategy did you guys have behind that? I mean, it doesn't matter anymore, right?
Yeah. We used a bit of both, actually. Like when we got tilted, we just rolled a dice, and before that, we just like try to outpick them. Try to mind game them. Like,
how frequently does it work, and how frequently does it backfire? Like 50-50?
Some teams are actually surprisingly traditional in that sense that they do the same thing every week. Like,
right.
Yeah, so it's kind of easy to read. But some teams just roll the dice and like nihil them, and like some other teams. So it's hard to make that read then.
Oh, it's Battle of the Druids. I believe there were a few slight differences. I remember
Shefko was running much more aggressive Druid.
Right, but also Dog. I remember him having like something a bit weird about his deck.
I think he had Ancient of Wars, didn't he? He was like slower.
Perhaps.
Who was the one that had the charging?
Strifeco. Strifeco was playing like Nimsh's buff Druid.
Oh, okay.
Tice had the Ancient of Wars. I don't remember if Dog had them.
Right.
But perhaps we will see.
Dog had the weird one. I think it was just weird how he just had bad hands. Maybe that was it.
Yeah. That's not that weird actually with Druid. But it is weird for it to happen like 4 times in a row.
He had like Wild Growth into 2 swipes to Savage Road of Force of Nature.
Right. Oh, that's what it was. He has a lot of tech choices. He has like Harrison Jones. He has another tech choice I remember.
Well, I don't remember
Savage Combatant.
The other tech choice. I know he has a BGH in there. I think we talked about the value of having a BGH nowadays.
Yeah. I think it's actually a tech choice these days because Dr. Boom's really not that frequent.
Yeah, but Mysterious Challenger is still like such a problem.
Yeah, Mysterious Challenger, it will always become a 7/7 if you leave it, and then you can BGH it the next turn, but you will still take that 7 damage. So it's not the same thing. But I
think the optimistic situation is you run into Get Down and hope Avenge lands on it.
Oh, yeah. That is also...
All right, the Fiola Lightbane. And
that was the interesting thing too, because we thought, what was the Divine Shield do much better than the Dark Bane?
What exactly does he have to
trigger it?
Yeah,
we haven't seen a single card
Wrath
yet.
it.
Yeah,
and then it loses Divine Shield immediately.
Yeah.
You can also Living Roots it, And it also loses divine.
So what exactly?
Yeah.
We're
I
not
think-
sure
okay.
about that card, but the other
Sorry.
one does work. Like if you're 3 off lethal, you can wrath the other one to do
Yes.
3
Yeah,
face
yeah,
damage.
Yes.
that makes sense.
On a serious note, I think there's Mark of the Wild in here.
Oh yeah, it should be.
We've just literally not seen a single card that actually
Right.
targets and buffs a minion
Yeah.
yet.
Okay.
Right now, it's just a spider tank, essentially. Well, there's a
Actually,
lot of
it's
choices.
possibly worse. You know, I talked about it yesterday. Because if you're running
worse.
spider tank, then your opponent can play Spellslinger, you get an unstable portal, and like a Goblin Blast Mage, and then suddenly you're really sad that you don't have spider tank.
You're right, but then what if they give you Spellslinger and then you get a buff spell like Mark of Nature or something? Dark Whispers.
Okay, that's true. But
Demon
also
Fuse,
also the Aegis is vulnerable to Rend Blackhand.
yeah, you're right. Red and Black Hand can target it because it is a legendary minion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna set up for a Savage Shore here, turn 3. This is super awkward for Dog, not having anything to do in turn 2.
Oh no, I'm sure he's used to this.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen yesterday's games?
Yesterday's games, he had.
This is exactly the way every Dog Druid game goes.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Strife
like-
Crow.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
To be fair, Strife Crow's deck is built so that way it always has early game plays. It's very rare. I think it tops out at Ancient of Lore or Dr. Boom, and it might some of the like renditions of these decks don't even have Boom and Ancient of Lore because of how aggressive it is.
I think he's starting to realize just how terrible Dog's play was, so he might even innervate the Druid Saber for more damage.
Yeah, but then he would have done that last turn, I feel like.
For more damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is awkward.
Yeah, now he instead wants to go.
Yeah, that's a not that good of a draw actually, because you don't have anything you want to play. But if you pick up a Dr. Boom or something, Ancient of Lore next turn, it will be.
You're really afraid of swipe, right? So
Right.
don't
Yeah,
wanna-
you are.
You don't want to
sure.
play.
You'd never charge it here.
No.
Living Roots is scary too, though. But I guess you don't lose everything if he swipes.
Yeah.
Come on, Striker, ping it for 2.
I think
for 2.
I think he's gonna keep it. I don't think
Get
he
the
would play.
Divine
it.
Shield.
If he were to have a Savage Shore in his hand, maybe he would opt to play it, like, because he could actually kill him next turn. But it doesn't have a Savage Shore, so he's not going to play the Living Roots or anything. I think it's not worth the risk of getting
Right.
swiped.
All right, well, now you have a few options. You can actually play cards.
Yeah.
Shredder seems to be the better one. I wouldn't mind the Savage Combatant either. Just being 1 out of range is pretty nice as
Yeah,
well.
the problem is that you can actually just kill it off then with your Hero Power and the Panther.
Yeah,
Compared...
that might be what's going to happen anyway, right?
Yeah, if he's lucky. And gets a 1 HP minion from his Shredder.
Ooh, do you think that he can get away with playing Living Roots now because he can play Lotheb? So he can just Lotheb
Oh, yeah.
Living Roots.
Most certainly.
Yeah. Because swipe costs too much now, so he should hypothetically be able to get away with this.
Yeah.
All face.
He's gonna put him down to 16. He might even consider. No, he needs to innovate for the Force of Nature next time.
And we're in a hurry to get to that finals
Ooh,
today.
Yeah. Shrefko wants to go to the pool, read his book.
No.
Direwolf Alpha.
Yeah, so that's game, right? Yeah, that's game.
8,
16 damage
Oh
exactly.
Yep.
my goodness, you're right.
Oh my God.
There we go.
That's even more damage.
Yeah,
Off the top.
Just tilting him.
Tilt draw.
that's a bad start for Value Town.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. I mean, this is what happened yesterday, too. I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm trying to think like how valuable is it that the Druid slipped through, and because Druid is a deck that can be targeted, but I don't think like they're bringing like any mage or something, so it's like it seems
the
like
Druid
Druid
seems
has
to have just fair
it seems
matchups
to have
all
pretty
around.
okay matchups.
Yeah, nothing too punishing. Except if you're playing Dogs Druid, in which case you get punished every single game.
Yeah, it's a 0 versus 2 there in that game at least. Well, looks like Cloud9's in pretty good spirits
Yeah.
I think so. It's hard to tell.
right now. Yeah, even the cameraman had a lot to drink last night as well. All right, well, Calento yesterday was the one who got Cloud9 really rolling. He was the one winning 2 games really quickly, and they just mix it up by just sending it out. I do know that Cloud9 is also much more on that like random roll train where they're just like, we'll
Right.
play what we feel is pretty good right now. And like at this stage when they're up 2-0, I know specifically they were just like, we'll just pick whatever we feel like is good. So they might go
Right.
the one win route that you're doing to check off, so that way like Kalento has a win, Ecop has a win, Trefko has a win, so that way benching is less punishing if it ever gets to that.
I just feel that position makes it so your opponents can't play and they can't mind game as you basically. Like if you have 3 guys with 1 deck left, you can't really punish that. So I think here they might as well just send out Kalento because if he wins, they'll be fine. But if they send out like Strife Crow and then Kalento loses 2, then Ecop gets like really screwed.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's still so early that it doesn't really matter what you play. That I think you really should just play one of Kalento's decks, and they are pretty polarizing. Like you have Patron Warrior, which does well against like half the decks, and you have Dragon Priest, which does well against the other half of the decks.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter for them. You have to take in consideration what your weakest deck is as well right now, and it should be the Paladin, mid-range Paladin.
Really?
Yeah, if I had to choose between all the remaining ones.
What do you think?
Don't you think the Zoo deck is maybe a bit more inconsistent than the mid-range?
The Zoo is actually pretty good against Patron, Druid. Not that good against Priest anymore because of the Dragon buffs but it's like I think it has better matchup overall. The Paladin just. If it was a secret Paladin, then I would probably say that the Zoo was weaker, but I don't know about the mid-range Paladin.
Well, Strefkar's Paladin has a lot. It has like all the board clear mechanics.
Yeah.
So in my book, that means if he draws reasonably well, there's no way he'll lose to Priest.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Priest is pretty good against mid-range Paladin.
Is it?
Yeah. You don't run Cabal anymore, or does he run Cabal? Kibler?
Kalento runs Cabal.
Kalento has
Okay.
Kibler, I don't know.
Okay, because if you run Cabal, it's a better matchup for Priest for sure. But I think it's fairly like it used to be way Priest favored back in the day, but now it's like pretty close, I think. But we'll see. I haven't seen that matchup too much.
Yeah, it just feels
plays
like
secret Paladin.
Yeah,
nowadays.
the problem with the Priest decks and the Paladin decks is that it just has no finisher.
Mhm.
But the Paladin has significantly more efficient board clears. So if you have 2 decks with no finishers, just the one that gets more value out of its clears should win in my book. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Priest has a better chance than I think.
So we're actually gonna
Ooh, it's
see
the
Priest versus
I
Hunter.
was expecting the Patron here, but
I think this is actually a pretty bad matchup for Kibler. Kibler is playing like a mid-range hunter, but Kalento is playing Dragon Priest with Cabals.
yeah, and that can get pretty messy.
Yeah.
And if he curves out really well with early game dragons and things that benefit off dragons, sometimes Hunter can't really do much. Because like their freezing traps won't have any effects. Like, oh, I bounced Twilight Well back in my hand. Oh, I can use Blackwing Corruptor now. It's like that kind of stuff.
Playing Priest, you really want to go second in this matchup because not only do you get like another card to mulligan, you get another card in your hand in total as well because you want that dragon synergy. So the
Dragon
more cards, the
mulligan.
better.
Oh my god!
And he does go second.
And he
so
needs a dragon right now really badly.
I would probably mulligan one Vermist. Only keep one Vermist probably here.
You think so?
Yeah, because you really want that dragon buff synergy for the taunt. And the 2 damage. The 2 damage is a breaking point here. Mad Scientist, 2 health, Creeper.
I think the Shrinkmeister is worth keeping though. Because you're probably going to get that presence on the board with the first Worm Rest.
Yeah, but what happens if you don't pick up a dragon? That's the problem here. So that's why you want to... Like, if you had a dragon, then you could probably keep the Shrinkmeister. But without the dragon, you kind of need to mulligan everything.
I think he's going to keep one Shrinkmeister and one Worm Rest Agent.
I think he'll only keep one Vermist.
All right, let's see who's right.
Yeah.
I like the
What's your bet?
I like the Shrinkmeister Worm Rest because sometimes you get in a situation where if you have the Worm Rest, you get dragons.
Crip wins.
Let's keep it, but you
like-
get punished for it. Yeah, no dragon. This is bad.
Oh, you got off the top.
Yeah, he can get it off top. for
Off
sure.
the top.
No.
Correct.
One of the tech choices there. I think you can still go for that Shrinkmeister. It still has board presence. You can still put Power Shield, so it does have some pretty decent stats.
You can put
Yeah,
in double
I'm-
Power Word Shield
I'm
and it
so
can't die
surprised,
for like
though.
3 turns.
Why did he mulligan away the Mad Scientist? That's like really weird in my opinion.
Kibler did?
No, Colento. No,
Mad.
Kibler.
Yeah.
Kibler.
Wow, this creature is going to grow really fast.
Yeah. Ooh, that's actually...
That Shrinkmeister's been juicing.
Wouldn't you guys have played
It's
Northshire
not
there?
shrinking at all.
No.
Northshire instead of the second Power Shield?
I guess he doesn't want it to get chopped down by Equal Horn Bow then and lose it immediately.
yeah.
You can use it retroactively on turn 3 by like healing post damage as opposed to like
He
letting
can still kill it off if he had a Eagle on bow now.
That's true.
So it's a weird.
He's denying.
I think he denied the kill
Kill
command.
command. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a nice little thing. Snake trap just to force Kalento to hesitate. See what he can evaluate off that trap.
Yeah, Clench's probably just going to Northshire.
Yeah, still no dragon here, which is a problem. He's not gonna get taunt, so he's gonna have to play the double North strike here. Does he know exactly what traps Kibler is running?
I think we saw Snake yesterday.
Yeah. Did we see a freezing trap?
I think we did as well.
Okay.
Right.
So then he can't know for sure. So
Do you think double Northshire is the way here?
double Northshire and passing, I think, is the way.
Mhm.
You want to get the activation of the
Exactly.
freeze trap.
You don't want to gamble on it being snake or freezing right now. You don't have to. So you can just chillax here. Northshire and
Oh, there's a bow. That's pretty good.
yeah, but he can't deal with both of them.
Well, let's see. No. Doggy is 3 damage, bow is 3 damage. You just want a bow here.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate too that there's no Houndmaster value at all. It's just pretty much going to be waiting until we can get another beast out.
Yeah, but he actually might proc the snake trap because he thinks it's freezing, right?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So it might be next turn actually. But I'm not sure. I don't think you will play it next turn, even if you procs it. I think you play Lothab on curve before that, and then try to Houndmaster hero power.
I think if you want to check for trap, you'd attack Northshire face, though.
Yeah,
so-
you do. You do.
Oh, apparently not.
Unless it feels like
Explosive?
proccing it now is no. I don't know. That was weird. I mean,
Explosive or no, even if it was bear trap, you could deal with it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
That's. I think, generally speaking, you're right. It would have been better to attack the face.
yeah.
Where my
But
agent?
Actually, he just wants to clear. I guess he's gonna play this slow, so he might even have thought it was a snake trap and just started clearing.
That also does
All
make
right.
sense.
Well, I don't know. I'd still. Oh, now he has Juggler Unleash combo, which is pretty
Ooh,
good.
yeah.
But I still kind of like the Houndmaster.
I'd probably go for the Unleash because you never know when they'll have 3 minions again.
Yeah. Well, if you get lucky juggles, the answer is never.
Yeah.
no,
that's
to the
not
face.
Face. This one's going to face though.
really.
No?
Okay, that was
Okay.
kind of bad.
Yeah, but at the same time, at least he still can help. He can choose to control that or kill off the cleric. It's still fine.
I would probably just kill off the cleric here and go face with the rest.
Yeah, you still have to win this game.
True.
You can't kill both of those right now, so you have to decide. And I think the cleric is better to kill off because the Shrinkmeister is probably gonna trade with the Knife Juggler anyway.
I think it feels like you lose so many beasts too
Yeah.
by trading into the Shrinkmeister.
Yeah.
And if you want to follow up with Houndmaster and you leave only one beast on the field,
It's not just one beast, just one creature is really a thing because Kalento's been playing this game where he wants to remove every single thing off the board.
right?
And he's doing it one creature at a time regardless, so you don't want to lose 4 of your creatures into his.
True. You're right. Well, at least the secret's out of the way here. Is it? Do you feel okay parting ways with Power Word Shield and then
Howard
doing other
Shield,
stuff?
Howard
Shadow
Oh,
Pain.
Shadow Word
Shadow
Pain.
Pain.
That's it.
The thing is that now that he picked up the Shrinkmeister, he feels like he could really just use that combo with the Shadow Word Pain on like a Lothab or something. He doesn't really want to waste it here.
Well, Lothab
on a
not
knife
really
check.
work too well.
What? Oh yeah,
It
right.
costs 9.
Yeah, but not the turn
Right.
that turn, but you know,
Yeah.
you can't really kill a Lothab right now with
So
anything.
you think maybe
you can play on the board.
Valens is pretty good? Just Valens hit
Yeah.
the juggler?
I like Valens and heal probably, or you can play Cabal next turn. So
Take a Dougie.
yeah, and kill other doggy. He's gonna go ahead and just put up more minions on the board. I mean, the odds of him having Lothab anyway is not that high
Oh,
right
would this
now.
play Valens something, right?
Yeah. Velen.
Okay.
High health on both
Yeah.
of them.
Doesn't want to get
Ooh.
exactly for something like Sans target. But
That
Wow.
is a pretty good draw.
Yeah, that is a very good draw. He's gonna be able to kill
and
off both.
Houndmaster.
He can
and
clear,
Houndmaster.
have a 3/3 charging Doggy,
Yeah.
and the Owl Houndmaster. He's not gonna have to use the bow though, but that's okay.
I'm pretty sure you use the bow and kill off the 3/2 with your doggies.
Yep.
How often do these priests run Shadow Madness nowadays? Forcing from
Not
Pretty rare.
often.
Pretty rare from what
Yeah.
we've seen in the tournament. At least.
It's not a card that's in the meta right now.
that used to be the card to kill Houndmaster. You would counter it.
Yeah,
most of the
for
time.
sure. But it's so hard to fit that card into your Dragon Priest because you need so many dragons. Like there's so many staples in Dragon Priest that you need to have.
Yeah, you just can't have cards.
Yeah.
You can't have priest cards in your priest dragon.
Too many dragons.
Yeah.
Well, you do have some priest cards. If you're Kalento, in fact, he has all priest cards.
It's just priest works so well off of like zooing down the board, but priest just has too many important class cards. It's almost as many as druid.
I'm a bit surprised he didn't go for the Cabal value there.
Doesn't want to take that much damage, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's only 1 damage less by not taking the owl and Shadow Word painting the dog.
Yeah, I guess that's assuming your opponent will go for that. But then I think he's like evaluating that he can get board presence, so that way he can use Vol'jin the following turn.
Mm-hmm.
So that way he can like easily like, okay, if he goes phase and he plays like a minion, I can Vol'jin and get ahead on the board.
I think he's gonna try for the snipe on the whelp.
Yeah, seems like it.
Oh no, he's going for
The
the
guaranteed
double
snipe.
juggle.
It's not really a snipe then.
Oh,
Ooh, okay, that was a snipe. Headshot.
Never say never. Yeah, so he's gonna play around Holy Nova here. I'm not sure if. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, of course you trade, because otherwise he just trades with your Knife Juggler. Knife Juggler actually represents at least 4 damage if it stays alive, so
Right.
it's actually a lot of more damage than people think. And
Oh.
balance-
Whoa.
So bad.
You know,
Yeah.
it is also
he was playing around Cabal at
Cabal
the same time.
Shadow
Yeah.
Priest as well.
And the fact that priests have a lot of buffing spells, since clearing is really good. Right now, like this is a really awkward play.
It seems like Lothar will just seal out the game.
Yeah,
Because to come back from that bad of a board situation as a priest, you actually need a spell.
yeah. You could go for a Vol'jin here and like heal and hope that you don't get Knife Juggled down.
I think actually that's better than the Cabal.
Yeah, I think so because you can fit in a heal and it trades with Lothab and other.
It also puts you in position to actually top deck a Holy Nova.
Yeah, assuming he
As-
runs that. I don't know if he
Yeah.
runs that or not.
I think all the
I
Dragon
think he
Priests have
does.
one at least.
Okay, yeah.
Because you don't
Just-
have Pyromancer.
'Cause he has, like-
you're lacking AoE.
Yeah, I know, but he's running cards like Shrinkmeister that not every Dragon Priest is running, and
Yeah.
Shadow Word Pain. So it's like,
I think
I don't recall if
I think Dragon Priests all run one Shadow Word Pain as
Mhm.
well.
but Shrinkmeister is not a card
it's
that
not a
everyone
core
wants.
card.
No.
Yeah.
It's one of those really interesting things too. Is I think we've seen. I'm not sure if it was Kalento or even Kibler, the guy who also brought Priest. But I think they were, like someone was running double Cabal, double Shrinkmeister.
Ooh.
Oh, he gets the juggler.
All the jugglers have been like sniper jugglers today.
Yeah, but he. Yeah, that's.
No, that's over.
It. Yeah,
There's no
it's
way.
close.
Not enough mana.
Not enough of a lot of things there.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Kalento tried to control the board, but the Hunter was just a bit more efficient at it. When Kalento really needed the cards to swing back the game, he got cards that did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And he had a pretty decent start too, with some early game curve, which is often what betrays the priest the most. But it's like you said, he didn't get that dragon early on. Warmer's Agent wasn't able to have maximum impact, and then drawing that owl on that turn was really big to win the board, which is
Yeah.
what priest invested so much into doing.
And also, I don't think Kibler's lost the game yet at ATLC finals.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't he go 2-0 yesterday and then it was 1-0?
That's a really good question.
I think he did.
Huh.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he
really
might have
fascinating.
actually. Yeah.
So he's keeping up his Master of Duels reputation, huntering people down.
It's pretty good stuff.
That's what it takes, kids, to win that 5K.
You think Kibler's like so easy to win games, Trump? What's going on?
Trump shirt. I'm just...
That's right. Trump has 1 notebook and 0 wins. Kibler has 0 notebooks and 1 win.
Whoa.
Weird correlation there. Just
Yeah.
pointing
Tryharding doesn't always pay off.
out. Don't reinforce bad habits.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of a bad loss for Kalento because you have the incentive to play one of the other players here, which kind of limits the deck options. The other players don't have quite as polarizing classes, I believe. Strafker has the mid-range Pally, and
Yeah.
Ecop has the mid-range Hunter. No, he
Ecop
won
has
with
hybrid.
He has
Yeah.
he has the zoo.
Zoo. I think.
no,
So
so
those are a little bit
it's,
polarizing, actually.
Is
Yeah,
it more
actually.
okay to send Ecop now that the hunter's gone for the zoo?
Hmm.
Or do you because like then you can alternate and you can avoid Clento being benched, but then you do have that situation where Ecop's eliminated, just done for the day,
Yeah.
and then you have to send through in Clento.
Well, there's always this like awkward spot in
I think
how you want to set up your check marks.
Yeah, I think actually they'll just send out Colento's patron here. Because patron is like a free win and he needs to unbench. Like he needs to not have Colento in a bench spot. He's sending out. They won't expect it,
Okay.
and Green Patron just usually gets a win no matter what, unless they're playing like Green Patron.
Well, the winningest deck of the tournament has been Hunter. So
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a
Better win rate?
60%, right?
despite Frozen Ice not doing so well with Face Hunter.
Oh, you're talking about like the whole league?
The whole
Oh,
league,
not
yeah.
here. Okay.
Well, here
Well,
actually Hunter's
here-
done. I don't
I
even
think
know if it's
won-
lost much.
Yeah, it's the only games it hasn't won is when it magically disappeared from Nyland's roster.
Oh,
It
really?
manifested as
Mm,
Rigged.
Yeah.
yeah.
Always.
So
rigged.
I mean, the patron. How does it do against Priest? It's probably not that great against Priest. It's a mirror against the other patron.
It's actually pretty fine against Priest.
Yeah.
Because Priest is pretty slow, so you get a lot of time to recycle and get a good Emperor. It's a problem when they get the
Wait, didn't Kibler beat a patron with his Priest?
the
yesterday?
3/6 Taunt Dragon for
Pretty
Or
sure
was it
it's Colento.
Colento?
Pretty sure
with
it's
his Priest.
Yeah, the 3/6 Taunt Dragon is a really good card. Like
Yeah.
it's a breaking point. It has 6 health, and like there are some other cards as well, but there's no light bombs in the
Priest
Priest.
mirrors.
Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, maybe
Sweet.
Valley Town anticipated the patron warrior and actually sent out the Priest. But it's going to be a Priest mirror, and I believe Colento. I know Colento has Light Bomb as well, which is actually kind of a tech choice for the Dragon Priest these days.
Oh yeah, it's
So he has the Light Bomb and he has the Cabal, and I think that gives him a slightly better edge against Kibler's Priest.
At the same time, there's like Light Bomb is not super good against Priest because they have more health than attack damage.
Right.
All the dragons and the Dragon Synergy cards, they always have more health.
Right, but if one player has Light Bomb, the other doesn't, the other one just doesn't have any chance to come back in the game.
Yeah, but he has other minions instead of the Light Bomb, assuming. The Cabal, though, is really good in this matchup. It can steal a lot of stuff from the other Dragon Priest.
Yeah. Especially with Shrink Meisters
Yeah.
and stuff. You can steal Twilight Guardian. You can even steal your Sarah if it gets that late in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Do we know that he's running Ysera? Or
I would
it's pretty common.
We saw Ysera in one of the mulligans. I think it was in Colento's deck, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because that's a pretty common
And
card.
Gara is running Ysera and Confessor Paltris.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won with it yesterday.
Yeah. Well, okay.
What
that
legendary did he
Confessor
get?
Peltris could have been a Core Hound. And he
Well,
still
what did he
would've
get?
won. He got a Scenarios.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Which is still pretty
It's
good.
5/8, yeah?
Yeah, not bad.
It wasn't Pagel.
He wasn't paying. So that's a pretty good start there from Kibler.
Oh, Kibler's also running Light Bomb then. I just don't think we've
Loves
seen it
Light
yet.
Bomb.
Okay.
So both players have Light Bomb.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
I don't think we've seen Cabal from Kibler yet, though.
Wow, that's a really good start.
That's a great curve.
Yeah.
Colento
The only thing is that
double
he,
Cabal Plague again.
He does end up running out of dragons if he plays a Twilight Whelp, and then he doesn't have another one for Twilight Guardian to become.
Are you kidding? Kibler's gonna pick up some dragons.
Yeah.
think so.
The dragons go to
The
Kibler.
thing is that he can play the agent next turn, and then on his turn 3, he could actually play Norshaik and heal if he doesn't get another dragon. So he gets
Yeah, that's true.
he gets to buy some time that way. Both players just throwing out the taunts.
Yeah, this is where it just starts getting weird. And then there's a whole like Northshire Cleric healing thing, and sometimes you draw too many cards, so you have to make sure not to.
Yeah, I think Kibler's the only person who might draw too many cards right now. Colento would love some
Yeah,
cards right now. I
Yeah.
There
believe.
is like a realistic thing where like you definitely want to draw cards early on to get the advantage and
Mhm.
resources, but you don't want to draw too many more. So like
I don't think that's the case actually in this. I mean, that used to be the case in Control Priest because it'd be so risky to like just play a Northshire and then your opponent just plays circle heals with pyros and stuff.
Okay.
but it just doesn't get that crazy.
Is it because the matches become so like board tempo dependent?
Right.
Okay.
And you can't overdraw your opponent very easily.
Yeah. One of the exceptions in the past in the controlled priest mirrors was the injured blade master tempo plays, and that could just like blow you out. So I'm guessing this is like that, but
Does Kalento always get double power too?
Yeah, I don't think it's the play here though. I think you rather heal because you don't want to play that Twilight Whelp.
Right.
Anyway.
Would you bump into the other one?
I think he just wants cards desperately, so I don't think I blame him here either.
Yeah.
That's
but this is awkward because you want that Twilight Whelp in your hand if you get something like the Twilight Guardian or.
Oh man, this is looking so good for Kibler.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, you think Kalento's probably thinking all I have to do is stall, and then I just Cabal something, and then I start winning. But Kibler has a Cabal too. It's not going to work. If Kibler's winning by enough, the Cabal trade is going to lose Kalento the game.
Absolutely. So we're gonna see a heal here for sure. Coining out the Twilight Guardian doesn't really help because the other one still has taunt and will get killed.
Also, there's no buff on the Twilight Guardian.
I also think you might even consider just trying to save your coin for the Cabal.
Yeah. It's really good, as we said before, especially with the Trickmeister as well in your hand, so you can coin that combo out on turn 7 if you would like. But yeah, going for the heal here doesn't really matter.
Okay. I think with this he wants to maybe represent a Holy Nova to put a lot of pressure on Kalento's next play.
Yeah, it could be dangerous too. If you lose the board 1 to get into this kind of deck, there's just not many catch-up mechanics outside of the Light Bomb. And
He's thinking about coining the Power Word Shield to try to draw into a dragon to play the 3/6 next turn.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he could just do that next turn.
Yeah, he can Power Word Shield and then coin Twilight Guardian.
All right. Well, Kalento doesn't have too much of a play here. It's obviously the Shrinkmeister play, but really the question is, do you care to heal? Probably not. I think just Shrinkmeister pass.
Well, you should heal yourself so you can bluff Frost.
Okay, because yeah.
You get a free kill.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty easy to take.
Yeah. But the problem is that, as you said, the Northside Cleric, so you can't really heal your own minion. Your opponent will draw a card, but is it still worth it?
Probably not. You still can't kill it in the current board state. So why would you heal it, right?
Yeah.
I guess you would be afraid of Valen's Chosen, perhaps?
No, you're still afraid of Holy Nova, which is what Kibler tried to represent. Right? So if he has Holy Nova, you get really wrecked.
Yeah. I think actually the Dark Cultist is better just because you want to maximize use your mana efficiently rather.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because you don't want to heal.
Oh, wow.
You don't want to heal, for sure.
All right, so we thought about saving coin for Cabal, but coin on the Blackwing Corruptor
is a clear.
Big.
It is, but I'm pretty sure we will just see a Twilight Guardian here.
Well, it's not going to have taunt, so I'm not so sure actually.
Yeah, there's no other dragon in his hand.
Oh, right. There's.
And then you lose your next turn play, right?
That is
so that's terrible, actually.
Yeah, he actually doesn't have any more dragons, so that's bad. He might consider powered shielding first, keeping his Twilight Whelp alive.
You can also keep it alive with the Shrinkmeister, but if he's winning, you can just save the Shrinkmeister Cabal combo.
Which steals pretty much almost everything in this deck.
Actually, everything that's not Velen's, basically.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, this is the correct play for the Blackwing
there.
I think it's just too powerful.
Yeah, he does have the power shield to curve out next turn if he picks up another dragon with the Twilight.
It's powerful, but for board control, minion quantity is so important, and he's only ending with 1 minion here.
Yeah, but it demands such a response where he can trade and take initiative onto the board too.
Oh, that's
I don't think he's gonna death though. I think it's gonna be the easier.
It's way too efficient to pass up on. Even if he does buff that with stuff, you can still kill it. So.
Yeah, but this is what you're afraid of. You're afraid of any kind of buff that can really allow him to skimp that.
Well, here you can Shrinkmeister, trade, and heal, but that seems a bit wasted.
Yeah, he wants to get out of the Twilight Guardian. Actually, you might consider Dragon Sorcerer here first, because there's nothing on the board anyway.
But how sure are you that your opponent doesn't have Shadow Madness? You're like pretty sure, but why would you throw a game?
Yeah, I guess. but
I think the thoughts
I
also
think
that if
they've
you,
seen all the cards already.
they've seen most of them, and I
Yeah.
think the logic could be that if you play a if you leave 2 Twilight Guardians in your hand, one of them won't get the buff. Versus if you play one now, you can choose to play one before the other, so that way
Right,
it gets a
right.
P6.
I must consider.
Well, still pretty dire for Kalento.
I mean, it's always at the tipping point, but it doesn't seem to go over yet. So it's like it's not like completely hopeless at the moment, but it is one of those scenarios where he has to.
No, let's
draw
try
something
heal
nice.
death.
Yeah, he's
Oh
gonna
god.
It's a
draw
cute
a
play.
card. Yeah, it's all right.
It's a mana efficient play.
Yeah. Also cute, kawaii.
So yeah, he's 1 mana away from doing the Shrinkmeister Cabal combo next turn. Colento, that is.
Mm-hmm.
But his
So-
opponent can do it right back,
Yeah,
which is also kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like you were talking about, Crip. The fact that you have the board while you're the one
Right.
making the big tempo play means that you're always ahead.
It's like the mind control trade.
Mhm.
It's where that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's where one player is winning, but he has one big creature that's susceptible to mind control.
Right.
But if you're holding mind control, you don't care.
Yeah.
Because while the mind control trades are happening, you're pushing for face damage.
Yep.
So it's very similar situation with the Cabals.
this is a very awkward turn for Colento. You might just consider playing a naked Cabal here, since you have 2 anyway.
It's the best.
Why is that better than the Twilight Guardian, you think?
Because the Twilight Guardian costs less. Both of the Cabal is gonna die if you place it, and Twilight Guardian is gonna die. But at least you can have a more efficient turn later on if you save the Twilight Guardian, because
Yeah.
it's 4 mana compared to the 6 mana. You cannot use your mana to heal anyway this turn. So
I agree in that sense, but you have the Shrinkmeister combo for Cabal. I think you can save one for a Cabal and you can assume the other one's just going to land. So I think the value in Cabal is just too high to waste it here.
we have seen one agent, Worm's agent from both players, right?
Oh,
That is a really good.
that's nasty. Second Blackwing Corruptor from Kibler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kalento's going to steal the
But
fresh.
yeah,
fresh
exactly.
dragon.
He's not too disappointed in that because now he gets a full HP Twilight Guardian.
And
Well,
then
or
loses
so he thinks.
immediately.
Or so he thinks.
Yeah, or so he thinks.
we
exactly.
understand that
Yeah,
this
we
is
know
the
that he has the
rationale.
same combo coming right back.
It's like, all right, Kalento
Yeah.
on a high here for like all of 10 seconds.
Right. And then what's actually funny thing is that it trades perfectly like on board as well.
Yeah.
And then basically back at square one.
Let me change your mind.
No, you're worse because your opponent, like Kibler, gets a better trade than you.
Extra, he has more minions as a result. Before he had
Right.
2.
So you
now he has 4.
you have the same play while you're behind and you lose value.
Ooh,
All right.
that's not a
Okay.
bad card.
It's not too great. Oh yeah, it is actually.
Yeah,
You can,
it is.
but you're 1 mana off. I
Yeah.
think you might Ysera.
But it's still. I think it's fine to do it now.
I don't know. I think you do Ysera here.
Because of the possibility of Ysera Awakens could also just change the game. I think you can afford to take
Even
that
if you
damage.
don't get Ysera Awakens, you set up a good Holy Nova Corruptor
Probably.
next turn.
Yeah, but if he heals that 3/2, or trades it with Ysera,
That's not good.
yeah, he's probably gonna trade both the 3/2s here and kill it off, and then the Holy Nova becomes pretty bad.
Oh, that's a good
Oh
card.
yeah, that's a
Chosen.
really good card. Ooh, do you wanna? Yeah, you can.
Would
you
you
can
kill
use,
Ysera?
if you wait 1 turn, you can balance Chosen on the Ysera. And
If you wait 1 turn, you throw the game to another Awakens, though. I don't know if you want to do that.
That's
Yeah.
risky. That's so greedy, it feels like.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you just play the Dragon King Sorcerer here and go face with everything, it's still just a 1 in 5 to get the Ysera's Awakening. You have it.
But you're
Twice-
so
twice over-
ahead.
twice over.
Why would
Yeah,
you risk
twice.
it?
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
mean this
feel
is also like kind of risky, like just
true.
trading like so much damage,
Everything
12
gets
damage.
soft.
Yeah, like you're playing right into Holy Nova, unless you heal here.
Well, I mean, you can play Cleric and heal, so you can draw.
Yeah.
I think the Cleric and Heal it kind of helps the Holy Nova issue.
Yeah.
Because the North Shire won't die.
Ooh, interesting. He decides to keep the taunt instead of the 4/1.
No, that's the player on Light Bomb.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. So, how much?
I think you still have to do the.
Yeah.
Actually,
Blackwing
maybe
Corruptor
you
and
Cabal.
Holy Nova play.
Can you Cabal and do anything relevant? No, you can't. No, you need 11 mana to do
I
something
mean, you
like
can
that.
Cabal and play Laughing Sister.
Again,
but-
we need relevant plays.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, hypothetically, you could do that.
Yeah.
yeah, I would probably just like Holy Nova and Blackwing Corruptor here.
Mhm.
The Twilight.
Yeah,
pick.
the Twilight for sure.
Yeah. Then you have 5/4 against. I guess it does die to the board, but at the same time, the board's not uncontrollable, and like the healths are still like at a pretty healthy state to the point where like he doesn't have to worry the opponent pushing for damage.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's really deciding here.
I mean, if you're correct and it's like that's his only Holy Nova, that is his chance to fight back from the board outside of Light Bomb.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to really time it correctly because then your opponent knows you don't have Holy
God.
Nova. Oh,
That's bad.
yeah. Speaking of which, I mean, this is also a Shadow Word Death opportunity.
Yeah.
He has two. He doesn't necessarily need to, and he can also just
Right.
Start with the
Yeah, I
heal,
think you're
though.
right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
You're not gonna play the Valiant Chosen. Like you want to play the Valiant Chosen on the Dragonkin Sorcerer, right? Oh,
Apparently not. That stops it from being Caballed too, actually.
so he actually is. Well, this is weird.
He's not using death, he just wants to draw a lot of cards.
Okay, I thought you wanted to use your death because the priest doesn't really have any much 5-power minions in these decks, and like Black and Corruptor is really like one of the few targets you can actually.
I kind of
Yeah,
agree
you
with
have
you
to,
there, but like this is playing out a lot like Arena. Like I feel like I've played this game 100 times already.
Yeah.
And often the best thing you could do in Arena in like the very drawn out control matches is just draw more cards because if bad stuff happens, you're still winning.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You have the more resources
Unless
to go
it
longer.
Yeah.
goes to fatigue here.
9 cards is still a pretty decent amount.
Yeah. It's
Relative to some of the power, but he also doesn't have any minions in his hand. It's like one of these things that priests do run out is like if it ever goes to fatigue, sometimes you're holding those Shadow Word Deaths and they're just like literally the last 3 cards and they can't do anything.
I guess he was playing around Cabal as well by doing that on the Northside Cleric.
Yeah, that's also fair.
So
Yeah, that's as I mentioned, that's the idea. Well, the 4 health guy is kind of like an all-in play. If Kibler's running another, oh god,
Well, I can Shadow Word Death that, so you can add the.
you can just kill it though.
Valence Chosen. Yeah, I guess you can too.
You can Velen's your taunt here,
Yeah,
and then
Valence
the
Chosen.
3/5 wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, and then draw more cards. That still gives you room to play a couple of other minions as well. How long is he gonna hold on this Dragon Kid Sorcerer? Maybe just because he wants Dragon Synergy, so he wants to make sure.
I mean,
that gets
he should
everything
have
open.
like Black and Corruptor still in the day.
No, Kibler's used both by now, I believe.
Oh,
I'm not
haven't they
sure.
used one each?
Kibler, I believe he's used both, but maybe
Oh.
I'm wrong. I mean, it's kind of hard because the POVs do flip.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
Okay. Oh wow.
Oh, that's a good
Dang.
card.
Wow.
4 damage, right? Yeah, 4 damage.
But it's also the full heal. Now he completely plays around Light Bomb.
Wow, he's actually drawing a lot of cards though.
Yeah. And he's at 9, so he won't overdraw.
Yeah. Vol'jin not doing anything
Not bad.
here.
What? What do you mean? You can heal the Drake.
Yeah, but he knows that he has Shadow Word Deaths in his hand right now. He's so sure of it. He hasn't used a single one, and
I
So
don't
it's
think it
not gonna-
matters. Is there a better play than that? You have to
No.
play something.
no, of course not. But it's
played
not
both.
doing much.
Would you play the both Dragonkin and the Vulcan?
If you had a Holy Nova, that would be great.
No, I think you just give him a card. I
Oh.
think right now you're just desperate enough
Yeah,
that you
I like it.
you need to fatigue
Hey,
a little bit.
yeah, he's gonna discard a card here.
Yeah.
He has 10 cards
Clever.
right now. Oh, that
What a card!
Whatever. Wow, that's pretty good for Kibler.
Yeah, so here we're gonna see the Shadow of Death most certainly come down. Probably a Lothab as well.
Would you ever consider killing off your cleric before you Shadow Word Death, or are you still not really scared of fatigue at all?
No, I don't think so. You're not afraid of going into fatigue when you have this much of a card advantage.
Okay.
Playing
Yeah,
the
you're
Vermouth
threatening lethal
Agent,
here. That makes me threaten lethal.
Yeah, it plays in the Cabal though, but it's like,
Oh man.
that
Well, now he still has a way to stay alive with the Cabal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
it does.
Well, no, he's dead because of
yeah.
Shadow Word Pain, right?
Yeah,
If
but
he-
he
In
doesn't know
terms
that.
of what we
He has the Cabal and heal to stay alive, which I don't think he will.
he'll Cabal and play Dragonkin.
Yeah, I think he'll. I think that's the best play. I think he'll make that and lose.
But I wonder if he's putting Kibler. There's so many ways for his opponent to deal with it too. Like he could have his own Cabal again, number 2, and he could also have a Shadow Word Pain.
I think double Cabal is really a heavy tech choice there.
Yeah, it generally is nowadays.
All right. Well, Kibler does take it. 2 games in a row, no losses again.
This
and
is the
then
master of duels.
Kalento will be introduced to the bench.
Yeah.
Bench Lento.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Clento doesn't know. I mean, Clento's one of those guys who he actually just needs to be told what to do. He doesn't really usually care that much, so he probably doesn't even feel that bad for being at the bench. He'd be like, "Oh, okay, I'll just sit over here. It's fine, not a big deal."
I guess so. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting game. I think there was some really good play from both players. A lot of players try to play around stuff, and you could see Kalento, who was the player that was behind every single turn, would play just like slightly more risky plays than Kibler did, and that was, of course, because of the situation they were in. So I think both players played extraordinarily well, and really just Kibler had the better start, and it's a priest creature-based deck. The better start gives you the win.
Absolutely. So now Cloud9 has
Cloud9?
Yeah. Sue.
Wow.
Did I say that?
Shots fired.
Did I say that?
I thought you did.
You said Clown 9. You're so red right now.
Yeah, they have a Sue and mid-range.
He's like a peach right now. It's crazy.
But I'm not. Okay. So, yeah, Sue and mid-range Paladin, right? So they need to win this. I would assume they're gonna go ahead and play Sue here. Try to unlock Colento again, but
do you really feel the mid-range Paladin has any matchups that are really that awful?
Patron can still be
Patron. Yeah, Patron is.
But Patron has to win with Frothings because the deck has a million clears, right?
I mean, you can use like.
I mean, you have to have the clears.
Yeah,
too.
you have to have the clears, and it's easier for the patron to build up patrons. Like you don't have enough threats in Paladin to pressure the green patron. They can just sit all game and just stack up their combo. Just wait for an emperor for like.
No, I agree. I think it is favored for the patron, but I don't think it's like by that much. I think we've actually seen Strifecrow win a few times.
Strifecrow is actually a player who's recently said that he thinks mid-range Paladin might even be even or slightly favored. But it's also one of those things where like because he plays it a lot, he's like
super biased. Yeah,
but I think it does come to say that maybe the matchup isn't as bad as people might feel like. Some people are like, no, it's like 80-20. It's like maybe it's not like that crazy.
Yeah.
No. But I feel like Sue actually has a few good matchups. I wonder. Ekop is the team captain. He decides.
I think he's the team captain by default, based off of how much they care. I think
how much they care.
I mean, they both obviously care, like Clento and Strifecrow, but like for them, they're more like relaxed guys. They don't get really tilted or rattled. And Ekop's more of like the emotional guy who really loves. He loves like the team aspect of stuff. You remember the Fight Night days? Like he was super into it. So this is like Ekop's jam for sure. Guys like Clento.
I feel like Amaz is way too happy when he sends a player to the bench.
Where's the bench?
Yeah.
Oh, it's downstairs. Oh,
look at that smile. It's like, you just be here. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The turning away smile. An Amaz classic.
Colento is not amused.
No. All right. Well, it is evened up. It is 2-2. But suddenly Valley Town is in the favorable position.
I think.
Wait, Killer's got benched. I'm pretty sure.
I guess in the
well,
sense
yeah,
that he's not allowed
he's
to
gone.
play.
Yeah,
So
he's in his bench in his hotel room
that's what
right
he's
now.
rewarded for with good play. Benched. There it is. Colento's the one that's benched.
Yeah.
I think so far in this finals, the longest bench session has always been one game. Whenever someone's been benched, they immediately get taken off.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been as impactful as it was in the online portion of the tournament.
I think that's just circumstance, though. I think when you're in this position where you can only play 2 decks versus 4, it's really bad. It just so happens that they've won out of that.
Yeah,
but I think it's less likely.
They have to assume now that they're going to go for the Secret Paladin here, and they are going with the Secret Paladin because that's one of the easiest decks for Green Patron. So knowing that they will go for this Secret Paladin, they're going for the Sulok, which is a better play than the mid-range one against the Secret Paladin, in my opinion.
Yeah. Didn't Strifecrow beat Secret Pally yesterday, though?
No, he lost to it.
Oh, he lost to it?
Yeah, he lost to
Eloise,
Eloise. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. But that was like a super crazy close game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very.
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday had a lot of close games.
Oh, Trump feeling the heat there
Partying a
from
little
last
too
night.
hard.
Yeah.
Party Trump.
Trump. He's been going pretty ham.
Yeah, someone actually spiked his drink yesterday.
Yeah, so I heard. And there were a
Spiked
lot. There were a lot of ladies, and there was a hot tub. There's a lot of
Yeah.
bubble baths and stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
Trump was living life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday Trump was actually trumped up. He was just grinning, cheesing all day.
All right, well, it is ECOP versus Trump, the rematch. Knowing ECOP, he's going to talk about this victory forever if he beats Trump twice in like
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah, actually, he will talk about it forever. So go Trump. No, in this case, it's just cool to see that they're able to really try to use this paladin to corner. But Ecop's been in this position before, right?
Right, he got out of the horrible position they were in
Right.
last night, and then they actually won because of it.
Strifko got benched, and then
Yeah.
Ecop was forced to play the Warlock. And
Yeah, if he lost, they were
he
like
lost,
done.
they
Like
were
he was
in bad
literally cornered.
Mm-hmm.
They needed 3 more wins, but ECOP was the only person who could play as Warlock,
Oh, really? Okay.
and he came out of that with a win immediately.
I was talking about this to Strifko, and he's like, "No, it's not that big of a deal. We would have won anyways." He's
Mhm.
like, "How do you know that?" He's like, "No, we would have won." And he's just, I'm like, "Why?"
That's how the dice works.
I'm like, "Why, Strifko?" And he's like, "Because we're better than them." It's like,
Okay.
Wow.
Wow, so both players with a decent start here.
I
One drop.
really like the Paladin one.
Yeah, the problem is here it doesn't have a one drop, so if Ekop is lucky here with the Night Jugglers coming from the Haunted Creeper, this is gonna be pretty hard.
The thing is, though, if he's not lucky, he
Yeah.
loses the game,
Yeah,
right?
he does. Yeah, exactly. So this game is pretty much decided, like right here.
Juggles.
Yeah, on the juggles. He should actually kill the Knife Juggler, but it's
It's
not
1 out of 4.
guaranteed.
It's not like this is 75% ECOP wins the game, 25% Trump wins the game,
Yeah,
and there's like a 10% worth of possible comeback.
yeah,
later.
yeah, sure.
That's it.
That's pretty much the math for the whole game. So I don't know what he's thinking about here. He's afraid of him having a Knife Juggler. But
But
really,
the payout is so high.
yeah, you cannot play anything but the Knife Juggler here, really, I think. You just have to hope that there's no answer for this.
Trump knows.
Yeah.
The
So,
blowout potential is just so high.
ECOP had the best juggles in the first game. Let's see if this continues.
let's see here.
First juggle.
One.
Yeah, he
Game
got it.
over.
Game over. So the problem is that the Knife Juggler is still on the board, and these recruits are very juicy targets for.
Yeah, but it's not completely over yet.
No.
Like second muster is still pretty good.
If he gets a 1-drop here, he doesn't.
Oh, that's a really good.
It is-
That's a really good.
Right, but if he got a 1-drop and cleaned out the guys, he would have had the juggler alive for implosion, and
Yeah.
Right.
there's no chance at that point.
Yeah, but you're saying
Yeah.
the game was already over. But it's like
It's pretty horrible though.
Yeah.
it's a rough situation. But one thing that like Ecop's drawn pretty awkwardly outside of.
Oh wait,
his-
he didn't get a good juggle?
He did.
No, he traded
No.
his 1/1 in.
He chose 1-1.
Oh, really? He missed. It went face.
It went face.
Oh, God.
Oh, some hope. Oh, never mind. Double divine favor.
Well, but I mean, both guys had some interesting and awkward draws. I think.
Yeah.
So, do you want to play the redemption here? It's like you don't really want to get a dude redeemed, right? But I guess since you have divine favor,
Yeah,
but
he's
yeah.
gonna dump. his hand
I'm not
with
sure
the
if you want to play divine favor until after you played your.
'Cause it
Doctor
screws up
Six.
some of the
yeah,
secrets.
You don't want to draw your secrets ever.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the redemption.
Okay.
That was an avenge. That would be.
I don't know about implosion here. I think the creeper does a better job.
Yeah, I would probably play creeper and.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Oh god.
Of course it was 4.
Yeah.
consecration off the top?
No.
No.
I'm not sure. Have we seen a consecration from Trump? Because there are some versions that
Yeah,
cuts.
They just cut it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that noble sacrifice is all right, but
It
it's
doesn't really do anything.
kills.
Well, it gets a card out of your
kills
hand
the
for
whole
divine
thing.
favor.
That's true, but aren't you playing Mysterious Challenge next turn anyways?
Right, so it gets the
I
other
mean-
card out of the deck, so you don't draw it with the divine.
I mean, noble
favor.
sacrifice do a little thing here, and that's just enabling the avenge for sure.
Mhm.
He could have
That's a
just
good point.
you could have just like ignored the dude's gone face if you knew it was avenge, but
Yeah, that's a good
All
point.
right.
yeah.
Wonder why there was some hesitation with that last guy.
Mm,
It's like, yeah, I don't like this guy.
yeah.
Let's just throw him in a demon.
He's role playing a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna see a Bane of Doom here for sure, I think.
Yeah, nothing else really comes close.
So here comes the noble sacrifice into avenge.
Yeah, and he's gonna try to Bane of Doom.
With an attack.
Whatever gets buffed.
Right.
Yeah.
So he has to trade one minion first. And if it gets
I am a turtle.
reasonably big, it's good.
Doomguard. Wow.
The Tiny Knight of Evil.
Yeah, so now you only have to pick up like
So Doomguard. Doomguard buffs this card?
Theoretically.
Oh, because it could discard nothing.
You're right.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Dr. Six coming down.
5 secrets.
Secrets.
Full 5.
Yeah.
So,
There's going to be a get down. It's going to redeem the get down. It's going to avenge the 6/6, and it's a competitive spirit, the 6/6. So it's going to be a 10 and 9.
Yeah, and that
At the
Void
end
Walker is gonna cut block that.
yeah, because the Blessing of Kings it could also be big, but it's just there's only one mint target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think it's also showing you the repercussions of the implosion rolling for 4 because like all these little small minions
Yeah,
to be able
for
to
sure.
attack is like
also,
big.
the funniest thing is that decks that play double Divine Favor never play Silence because you can't hold cards. So there's no chance that Trump actually has a Silence drawn after the Divine Favor.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can actually Divine Favor into anything that would even kill the Void Walker.
No, I don't think so either. He needs to pick up like a True Sealer off the top or something. Deal with the Void Walker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
True
that's
Silver would
probably
be
a one of.
really
True
Yeah.
Silver in the Divine Favor deck is a one of as well.
There's
gonna
them
eat
kind of
everything.
things. Yeah.
That's fair.
That could have been a disaster if you decided to play the Void Walker first.
Yeah,
here
good
we go.
sequencing.
Why did he kill the imp?
Consecration?
I guess.
But
But
there's no consecration.
okay, so competitive spirit, making it 10-9.
I mean, consecration here would be pretty sick.
Oh,
yeah.
We could actually get really lucky here with 2 Knife Jugglers on the Void Walker, but not very likely.
Yeah. I think you Argent you Juggler Squire, then Divine Favor, get a 1-drop, both juggles into the
Yeah, he's not willing to take that risk. He realizes that the odds of that happening is
Zero.
too low. But it might hit it once and then it's
It's a
wasted
wasted
damage.
Mhm.
He's gonna go and trade first. I hope to kill after 1 once at least.
or the 3/2.
Yeah, either.
Just not face and not the 5/5.
Killing off the 2/1/1s though are better than killing off the 3/2.
Nice.
Because you keep the Divine Shield alive.
Well,
Blessing of Kings combo.
he draws 1 card. from the
That's good
Divine
enough, I
Favor.
think.
I mean, the hero power is a guaranteed 1.
I think you go.
promise.
I think you go for a dude here. Actually.
Yeah, I like the hero power.
Oh no, he's going for King's on Divine Shield card because he got rid of both 1/1s.
Yeah. I don't think that he would have traded into the Divine Shield anyway. So you.
Wow, that was so much better than Dude or Divine Favor.
Yeah,
We suck.
Wow.
I mean it's more mana efficient as well. Not to mention.
No, it's just so threatening.
Yeah. 18, 19 damage.
Yeah, he can take care of the 10-8 here, double trading.
I think Ecop is all in on face right now.
He's really close to killing him too.
Yeah.
Like he's to the point where if he draws Doomguard, he just straight up like whack him for lethal.
Almost.
Yeah.
But, I
But
mean, those
most
boom
likely
bots-
with because of the boom bots
Yeah.
and probably the fact that there's no consecrate or taunts in Trump's deck.
as far as he knows.
So, is he trading here or is he going face?
No, you go face.
The thing is, if you what's the consequence of going for
Well,
face
if
instead?
I guess if you kill the
He
10/8,
kills Dr.
Yeah,
Boom, and
he gets
trades
really good trades.
really good trades.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And he also has like a lot of minions survive like a 5/5. That's just
But at the same time, he hasn't drawn a single Powerwhelming or Doomguard yet.
That's true.
So he might just be able to finish the game. He's going to go ahead and make these trades with. That's actually pretty good, I'd say. That's
oh,
Hey,
wow! the
Mega punish.
he's not playing consecration crypt.
Wow.
oh my God,
Yeah.
that could not have been better.
Yeah, that was definitely the best.
Oh
card
man,
to
and these
draw
boom
there.
bots have like such a low
Ecop,
impact for doing.
we need to zoom in on Ecop's face right now.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen.
Oh, he's like, wait, no, he attacked Divine Shield into Doctor.
His eyes are slightly bigger.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh. Ah.
And the boom
The-
bot.
Scheiße.
Boom sucks.
All right.
So
He has almost
Yeah.
no choice. He has to top deck like a Void Caller and Implosion for 4.
or 3.
Or 3.
Yeah.
Just kill off the Argent Squire.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
Let's see here.
Here we go.
I do believe that you can afford to tap here if you want to, but because he used both musters already.
Oh my god.
He used the constant
Oh!
threat.
Oh no!
Oh my god, he needs to.
Oh
Oh
no!
my god.
Oh man!
Electronic
Ecop does
sports
not
moment.
kill the
Echo
Argent
is not
Squire.
amused right now. This is.
Yeah, and Trump gets a huge win, keeping Colento on the bench.
That was unlucky.
Yeah.
Well, if you really think
Wow.
about it, in both their matches, like combined,
Yeah.
Ecop had really good luck in the first
Yeah,
one.
he did.
And he
He
started
got
pretty
the
lucky
juggler.
in this one too. But like, yeah, it really turned around at the very end.
Remember, he got the juggler in the very beginning, which you guys were saying like is putting him an overwhelming favorite to win the game.
Right.
And then at the very end, Trump gets lucky where it counts the most.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, Consecrate just doesn't make an appearance in that deck, and
Also,
I guess
like, you can't count it out, man.
Yeah.
It has to be these weird scenarios where maybe he has it, and it ends up being the exact card against Dr.
is
Boom,
that Trump
nonetheless.
smiling? What is that? Wow, that's
What is
weird.
that? Yeah.
WTF, 2 Trumps.
Yeah. All right. Well, that puts them in a commanding lead now. It's 3
3-2.
versus 2, but they have Colento.
Mid-range Paladin. Strifeco has to win out mid-range Paladin. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Just kidding, because the Warlock lost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Warlock
okay.
can play
Ecop
again.
can play again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
But if
then
he loses
Ecop
again-
loses, then he's benched.
Yeah, and then,
Then
they
the
only have
Paladin is
And
stuck.
then Paladin has
Yeah.
to win for this one. So then do you go with Strifeco's Paladin to avoid the bench situation?
I don't think you have to.
I don't. No. It's actually the same thing, really. They have to think like, what else is bad against Patron here of our remaining classes? What Warlock is that? That's the
a Zoo.
Zoo.
Both
Okay.
Warlocks are Zoo right now.
So I would assume they're gonna go ahead and play Druid here.
Mm.
Druid is actually Druid is not that good versus mid-range Paladin.
No.
But it like the new Darnassus helps a lot in this matchup.
Yeah, it's hard to remove.
Yeah, being able to get that 4 mana creature early on is really important in this matchup because it's all about the board control, really.
Hmm. I think you really just want a win on Dog here.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
And,
if Trump wins, actually no, it doesn't matter.
If Trump wins, then
Dog
you don't
can't
have to
get
worry about
benched.
bench
Right.
ever.
I think,
Yeah.
no, I think
No,
they-
yeah, just play whatever you want.
Yeah, if Cloud9 decides to play Warlock, then they want to go with the non-patron. But if they decide to play Paladin, then they want to go with the patron. So they're actually thinking like, what are they playing here? Like, is Echo playing again, or are they switching to Stripe Crow? Like that's what they're thinking about right now. So I would assume they're gonna go ahead and play Druid here.
Why not Patron? Because wouldn't Patron be
It's kind of
decent?
bad against Zoo,
Yeah, it's not very good versus Sue.
especially against that one with Mal'Ganis and stuff.
Sue is like almost the only good matchups that they have for Patron anymore. So
So they'll save it for the Paladin then.
yeah, Druid is pretty weak.
I guess another way to look at it is like, what can you get away with now that Colento's benched?
Mhm.
Like, what classes would be the best, would be the worst against Colento? And
Yeah,
then you can try to
Yeah,
patch it up. And Druid could realistically be that.
yeah, I think.
Zoo,
so.
Zoo too actually might be.
I think Druid's probably not that good against Dragon Priest though.
Yeah, but what about like Zoo Warlock against Dragon Priest and Patron? I guess you do have a pretty reasonable chance split. But,
Yeah, against the patron at least.
yeah.
I mean, that's the matchup in reverse
Mhm.
they were talking about.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I really have a feeling Ecop's going to go again.
Yeah.
I think if you're tilting, it's like, send me out there.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm going. I'm going to try again.
I think
And then
so.
Ecop versus Trump a third time if that ends up having like
Oh,
Zoo
God.
mirrors.
So Warlock. Here we go. The most skillful
Let's
matchup
go, boys.
in the
Best of
game.
3. The best of 3 determine who goes. Who
Put this
basically is
apple
gonna
on your
put the
head,
team-
right?
Yeah, I believe one of them is playing Sea Giant, right? I think
Trump.
Trump has it in his version. Yeah,
Mhm.
and that is Sea Giant is actually really, really good in this mirror.
But actually, Ecop is playing Void Terrors, which is also really, really good in the mirrors.
yeah, they are for sure. But Sea Giant can actually just win the game. Void Terrors can still get silenced, which Sea Giant can. So Ekop needs to acknowledge the fact that his opponent is running Sea Giant and make a lot of trades, really.
I think Ecop just kept this
Whole hand.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
this hand is super great. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Any demon he picks up will be bringing out Void Caller value, and he gets early game board control.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Void Terrors. I really like just whenever you have an egg and then you power overwhelm it and
Yeah.
then you Void Terror, it just feels so good.
it's
Yeah.
really good in this matchup because the only answer is really owl.
Yeah.
I like sometimes I usually just like keep the coin to be able to turn 3 power realm and void terror on
Yeah.
an egg. Like you just win the games like 90% of the time if they don't have the owl. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really great. He's debating whether or not he wants to keep the abusive here on turn 1 or if he wants to go for a void walker or flame imp. The abusive is still good to keep, like even if you might still get that 1-drop, but it's also an enabler for eggs and haunted creepers.
Mm-hmm.
But
There you go.
there you go, the void walker.
You think
1.
if you didn't draw the Void Walker, you'd play the abusive anyway? It
Yeah,
seems a bit
you
weak.
do because it trades still with the flame imp. It's not sure that your opponent will have a void walker and a flame imp. It's pretty uncommon, but he does this time. But he's just gonna go ahead and play either knife juggler or flame imp here. He's not gonna go ahead and play the void
Oh,
walker.
Knife Juggler's gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, Knife Juggler gets punished by the abusive sergeant.
Yeah, it's not really a punish though, because it doesn't survive. Like playing a Void Walker gets punished because it
Right.
trades and survives.
That's true.
This still trades for that, and he's going to abusive anyway at some point. So
Well, what do you think about just playing the
Like-
Haunted Creeper then?
yeah, exactly. I would probably play the Haunted Creeper here because it's more mana efficient, and you can always just trade the Haunted Creeper later.
That's gonna get punished by the other Void Walker.
Yeah, it is, but you
But
do
then
have the
He
abusive.
has the abusive to
Yeah.
be able to go back for it. And I think you always have those 1/1s as long as it doesn't get silenced. So
Yeah.
you'd be able to use those 1/1 targets for good abusive.
The only thing that really would have punished him was like Dire Wolf here, because that's very mana efficient. Abusive, you don't really want to play that on turn 2 if you don't have another 1-drop. So he's gonna go ahead
Actually, if he plays both the 1-drops and it kills the Haunted Creeper, it's really bad.
and yeah, it is. So actually, he should have thought this through a bit.
Oh,
He
okay.
should have actually not killed the Void Walker immediately and hoped that 1 dagger would hit that, so the Haunted Creeper would not have been popped, because that would have actually like killed him here. So he's
Alright.
gonna go ahead and not attack here.
Yeah, he's gonna hope this
Give him more
Imp Gang
daggers.
boss gives him some
Whoa.
board presence, but Iron Beak Owl.
So what do you silence here? Actually, I think you might silence the Imp Gangman boss.
Yeah, I don't think you're really worried about the 1/1s because even if it like the juggle lands on it, then you can.
I mean,
clean
it's
it
the
up,
same
right?
amount of.
But now if you
1/1
juggle the
summons,
Imp Gang
right?
boss, it's really bad.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Always lucky.
Yeah. So this is really good for Echo. He has the implosion as well. So he's
What do you think about the Flame Imp here? You
Trading
further
Flame
your
Imp?
position on the board.
I like trading the Flame Imp actually, because then he won't get a trade with the Imp versus the Void Caller
Yeah.
or Void Walker rather.
Yeah, you can't get through
I
that.
think it's worth the 2 damage lost,
Mhm.
just to further your board presence. Especially considering the fact that you have implosion next turn.
Yeah,
with
I
Knife
mean that's
Juggler.
all you really want. You want to
Yeah.
protect your Knife Juggler for next turn's implosion because that's just a game-winning play. Unless you hit for 2 and then hit the wrong thing twice again, which has happened so far.
Yeah, this is
4 ECOP in the last 5 minutes.
And the Void Caller here also has potential. Like, if you can draw out some of those hits, it can hold out the Doom Guard.
Yeah.
And fight back for the board. But the problem is also, like you were talking about, when you're going for board control, you have quantity of, like, mid-sized threats. It's just hard to take care of all of them because Doom Guard can't kill them all.
Mhm.
So now you kind of have to implosion the Imp Gang boss, or you could trade the Flame Imp first with that and implosion the.
It's going to be like
3/4.
a 2 and then juggle the Void Caller twice.
Yeah. I kind of like trading the Flame Imp first with the Imp Gang
Yeah.
boss, because you can actually roll a 4, and that's very useful if you roll on the Void Caller. But he's gonna go ahead and roll.
Oh.
Okay.
4
Wow.
juggles. All 4 on the Void Caller. Let's go.
So he's not gonna go ahead and proc the Void Caller this turn, I believe.
Nope.
A bit awkward the fact that it didn't kill that off. I think it's
Maybe
gonna.
the Owl sack is the way to go here. Just again to further
Yeah.
protect your board.
It might be. It might also be trading with the No, he's not gonna.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Perfect. Yeah, because if you don't do that, he can even
Yeah.
activate his Void Collar, which is really bad.
Exactly. He can still do it though if he abuses
abusive,
the Void
right.
Walker. It's kind of like
Well, then no,
abusive
you
play.
want to do Void Collar, then abusive
Yeah.
the Void,
And you get the
and then
Doomguard.
Doomguard into the Juggler.
Yeah, exactly. So he's gonna do that play. It's kind of a hipster play, you know, but
It's the best one.
it works out here.
Well, it really works
It's
out.
like it's a pretty good board position.
Yeah, it doesn't have any more demons now though for the second Void Collar, but you always kill the Doomguard here before you kill the Void Collar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in case I am a turtle.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think he's given some pretty good breathing room now because like he can finally. It's too bad that he can't play Dr. Boom, but he still has an opportunity to tap into other demons. Ecop in the meantime.
Yeah, he chose to play the Flame over the abusive. I think that's pretty weird.
Oh, he's just gonna ignore and go face, which is fine, I think.
Mhm.
It hasn't drawn.
Except for Defender of Argus, is that gonna be punishing?
Defender of Argus does punish because it's a breaking point for the 3/4, but
No.
that's a risk you're willing to take, I think. Void Terror. Oh, that is actually not too bad considering it's a demon. But
Yeah. You just get it for free.
yeah.
You can't. Well, hold on.
This is so bad. If he procs the... No, he's not gonna go and do that.
If he does it like Morganis, will just end the game.
Well, Ecop is 1 damage off lethal right now. The Void Collar attacking into the Doomguard makes his imps 3/3s, and then he has 2 damage.
Nope.
Oh,
That is lethal.
That is lethal right there.
Yep.
Just onboard.
Yeah.
Slam the Doomguard,
yeah.
and it is. And Kalento will be freed from the bench. But, you know, what's an Ecop game without a little BM at the end, right? A
Yeah.
little flavor.
You think he's BMing? I think he just hasn't figured it out yet.
I think he's
Wow.
pretty sure
That
this is
disrespectful.
lethal.
No, I think he would just would have made it immediately. Oh, he just discards it. Okay.
It doesn't really matter. Actually, any sequence of just playing all his cards would have won the game.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
Just play it through.
yeah, there it is, and it's a
Oh, there
tied
you go.
series 3-3.
Ecop de-benches Kalenta once again.
Yep, he's done for the day, so it's up to Strife Crow and Kalento to win.
Yeah, it's a good feeling when you're actually the first one getting out of your team, like winning both matches. I think he's very happy right now, and he doesn't. I don't think he minds. Even if they lose, I don't think he will mind his own performance. You know,
Right,
it
he's
can be
doing
very
quite well.
tilting otherwise.
I mean,
If you're the weakest link, you know,
Mhm.
for a game.
right now we are doing. This is basically the seeding matches. These are the winning teams from yesterday, so they're playing for the top seed. The top seed advances automatically to the finals.
Mhm.
So they're basically playing for $90,000
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
guaranteed top
Yep.
2 in this
Yeah.
tournament. They have to win one more game tomorrow, the winner of this match, in order to get first prize.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's just sad because you could be this close to 90K, and then you could also lose and then just go in 4th place
yeah,
And
yeah.
not take any.
and not take anything home. So this is such a big moment for them too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We're halfway through, 6 games in. That's a 3-3. The score will be updated in just a sec. And we have 6 different classes. Oh, sorry, just the Warriors is still there. So we have 5 different classes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are we favoring anybody's like 3 remaining classes here if it matches up?
Well, we just discount the patrons. They're gonna get a win somehow, right? So it's about the priest, druid, warlock, paladin. It feels like both favor Cloud9. Like the paladin probably does pretty well against both of those, and the
Druid
priest
is-
probably does pretty well against both of those.
Yeah, Druid is pretty good though versus Dragon Priest actually.
Why?
Because it has about 4 power minions.
Hmm.
That's very hard to deal with.
Okay.
It also has I believe Dog is running the Savage Combatant, which
Yes,
why not, I
is
think.
really good versus Priest because 3 damage is a lot, like a big breaking
Mhm.
point most often than not.
Okay.
So I kind of like Value Town's position a bit more in this game, also because of the fact that Green Patron just like crushes the
Mid-range
Paladin for
Paladin.
sure.
You also have to keep
but-
in mind, right?
But Patron doesn't crush Sue, and it doesn't crush Druid. Like
Yeah.
it has a favorable matchup, but it's not like a free win
Right.
most of the time. So I think like just based on the matchup, Value Town definitely has the better chance here. But you know, they can still get like the Paladin win before it gets matched up with the Patron. You
Mhm.
know, if it's the last deck remaining, then you're screwed. You know.
Yeah.
But if you try to get it now, and get a free win before they throw out the patron, then you have a really good chance at winning this series.
Yeah, the matchups are obviously.
But they're gonna expect that. I think they're gonna expect that. I think they're gonna go with the dog is gonna go with the patron right away, and we're gonna see a strike through Paladin as well.
We'll see. We'll see.
If I had to make a guess, that would be it.
I think the one thing that I would still factor in is just I know RNG doesn't work this way, but I'm not counting on dog drawing very well in this Druid deck.
Oh yeah, okay. I see. Yeah, Warrior Warlock. Okay, so Trump decides to go again.
If Trump loses, he's benched, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sea Giant.
But this is the matchup you wanted.
This is the matchup you wanted for sure. Yeah.
If you're Trump.
If you're Trump, yeah. So his Town is happy right now. Sea Giant version is not that great versus Patron because anytime the Patron has a lot of minions on the board and you get Sea Giant value, you most likely like dead anyway because you can't really clear a lot of Patrons. You can clear maybe 4 at most.
With that hand though, that might be an easy Sea Giant.
Yeah, for sure. But it's hard to proc the Haunted Creeper really versus a Warrior because they'll play Armor Smiths, they'll play Acolytes, everything has one attack really. And then when you finally proc it, they already have a Despite set up to clear the ones.
One thing to keep in mind is Trump was actually running the Void Terror. We saw it as his last draw in that game. So Trump has the Void Terrors as well as the Sea Giant.
I think he cut Lothab from the deck. I'm pretty sure we didn't see any Lothab. I'm not sure if he's running Direwolf Alpha either. That might be another card he cut.
That kind of phased out a bit, and people phased in like Dr. Booms and Mal'Ganis.
Direwolf Alpha is usually a one-off in Zoo decks, and some people even remove it. So I think that might have been a card that he removed. Well, let's see. The start from the Warrior, you're really looking for card draw, basically to get your combo, and weapons, of course.
Does shield block count for anything? I mean, you generally don't play anything on 3 anyway.
Acolytes.
Would you on 3? Like, you usually play if you have Deathbite.
Acolyte is actually pretty good versus Zoo because they have a lot of Haunted Creeper.
He's got some weapons.
Oh wow, that is actually.
But he's got the Acolyte too, so he's good, right?
Yeah, this start is actually very good.
No, it's pretty good because you can answer almost any threat early. And I think one of the ways Zoos can take advantage of this matchup is early game board pressure that you can't answer completely, and then you just take too much damage.
Yeah. You'll go ahead and kill that off for sure.
Everyone's getting in here.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, he has the Deathbite on turn 4 into turn 5 Whirlwind effect, so this is looking really good for Colento.
I mean, it could just simply be Void Terror on the egg in the next couple turns too. And it's just disastrous, but
that's interesting.
Yeah, he goes
well,
face.
If you go face, you just save yourself some damage, I guess.
Yeah, but. Okay, so Acolyte of Pain
was definitely going to get silenced.
Yeah, it will, but it is the play here though for Colento. The question is if he attacks here or not. He does kill a creeper off, okay. So he's setting up for Deathbite soon.
Okay.
Wants to get rid of the weapon.
Yeah, with so many weapon swings, I think he's not worried too much about the efficiency of it. Just being able to get the card draw is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Just stalling up the game the best he can.
The fact that he attacked here shows Trump, though, that he has a Deathbite. Otherwise, he wouldn't attack this turn.
So the Void Walker has to be played.
Oh, okay, so he's trading everything to play on Battle Rage. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good. Deny the card draw again from the patron.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the Flame Imp.
Knowing your opponent has a Deathbite, the Void Walker is probably the better play.
Maybe he thought like he can hide the Void Caller or Void Walker and the Imp Gang boss, so that way he can force some 1/1s.
Yeah, and also he can kill off the Haunted Creeper, which will give him like 3 1/1s next turn.
Yep.
So it's alright for sure.
He's also thinking next turn he can Imp Gang boss Void Walker, and he wants to protect the Imp Gang boss, so it takes the 1 and not the 4.
That abusive is actually so important coming up next turn. He's gonna get 2 green patrons.
Is he?
If he decides to play, I think he.
If he gets like a Whirlwind or something, he might delay it 1 turn, I think.
Yeah, you could also think that this is just not a very good board to Whirlwind. In fact, you might actually. I think the power of the board stays the same. Maybe. It just only
gets
reduces
3 1/1s.
Yeah,
so you don't actually do much.
So you reduce it by 1 attack.
Yeah, you don't actually do much with this Deathbite attack.
Well, then why don't you just? Never mind.
I'm pretty
Isn't it
sure.
just playing patron. That's probably bad. That's
Yeah,
pretty bad.
that would get. But I
I guess
think
what you could do is also set up next death spite with the man.
I'm pretty sure that unstable goal is to play here, yeah, because you do clear all the 1/1s coming out, and you get a battle rage here. You can also execute the imp gang boss. So this is a full board clear basically. Because he's not getting an imp from that either, and everything's gonna die to the death rattle.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable too.
All right, not bad, not bad.
So do you want to play the egg here before? I think you might want to play the egg before, because next
to get
time
this
you want to
another whirlwind
win,
effect?
yeah, you'll
It's a
proc
free
it.
trigger.
So Doomguard, okay,
That's quite nice.
yeah, but
You can just play a tempo abusive then, because next turn you almost certainly Powerball and Doomguard.
Right. So for the man,
yeah, it's true, it's true, and he's going to do just that.
I mean, I guess this is where the second death spite is really big. Oh, that's also
That
really
is
nice
the best card he could have top decked there. That is so good on curve.
Yep.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of cards, but it's not really that needed. As long as Jurgen Patron and Battle Rage gets reduced in cost.
I mean, honestly, it's a whirlwind effect too with the unstable goal, so it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Hurts to discard an egg, but you got to do it here. You got to Doomguard for some face damage.
I mean, Egg is not that bad to discard, considering you already used one abusive and one powerwhelming, so you don't have a lot of more triggers, and they don't have brawl in Green Patrons, so it's not that useful of a card, but it could. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been better, I guess.
And you did use an execute, so I think
Yeah.
the time is like to press is right at this moment.
Yeah, there's a pretty good play here, and that's just killing off the Nerubian with the Death Spite and playing unstable Ghoul and Armor Smith.
Are you sure you want to do that? Wouldn't you want a Ghoul in front of the Grim Patron?
You're still gonna get a lot of Grim Patrons next turn, because the Armor Smith will be damaged by the
So you get to
Troll
draw
from the
some
Ghoul,
cards.
and then you whirlwind the Grim Patrons. You get to draw like 3 cards at least. If you don't pick up like in rage, you get to draw more. But I definitely think that is the play, because you can't really take much more damage. You're gonna go down to 12 here, and then you're gonna take 5 if you don't play that stable goal right now.
I think you might just armor. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna armor. But then he gets a free trade on the Armor Smith.
But that's fine because
Oh, that is.
Oh, boom on curve.
waiting for that one.
I mean, that was the card that Trump would like to go to keep this pressure on.
Yeah, the only thing he's considering here is whether or not he wants to trade or not. He's already seen one execute. So
I think
making a trade here is not that bad.
Yeah, I think he's considering with Grim Patron too. Like one of the
Yeah.
ways he can come back is through a bunch of Grim Patrons and whirlwind
Armor
effects.
Oh, that would have been horrible if he kept that Armor Smith alive. So that was good that he kept that off.
Oh man, I think people downstairs just saw the Doctor Boom draw.
Yeah, this is really, really, really good because you can kill off the Doomguard.
Yeah.
And then you can play Unstable Ghoul to block
I think you want to play the Ghoul now.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Because you want
It
to
might
cards.
die. That would suck, but
Man, what if those boom bots just create more patrons and then all of a sudden?
I
didn't
don't
do
know.
anything?
Again, I think yesterday was an outlier. It's not usually what happens.
Yeah, all right. You're probably right.
Okay, let's see here.
Goodbye, patrons.
Oh! And that's a battle rage.
That is a Battle Rage. You whirlwind
That's a
first,
whirlwind
though.
Battle Rage.
Yeah.
You get
it's
an
a
extra
whirlwind
card.
battle rage. Yeah, I like it.
Actually, you get to armor up if you don't, but you need to draw
I think you're
cards.
okay.
I mean, you can
If you
always
draw
do
an
it next turn.
execute, you just win.
Yeah, you do.
Wow, that might just turn the game around.
So he's gonna draw 4 cards here, but no, he's
Whoa.
actually considering. I mean, he will draw like 8 cards
Green.
next turn, right?
Yeah.
Or something. Like no, it's 5 cards.
Right, but
Oh, well, that helps him get some damage to the face.
Oh my god, he could actually. Let's see here. A
Can he-
powerwhelming. Oh,
Just one
that's
off.
yeah, 1 off. Wow. Oh, this is awkward.
Doomguard? No, you can't. There's enough mana.
Wait.
What?
No. That's
so weird.
yeah. You can't lethal here though. There's no even if all 4 daggers. If you rolls a 4 and all daggers rolls, but that is so awkward.
Not to mention that every imp dies, which is like okay, but then it also creates more Grim Patrons.
There's
Yep,
no,
let's do it.
So
let's do it.
This is kind of silly.
I mean,
How would you describe the situation?
actually, this could, if he gets really really lucky here and implodes, there's a way of clearing like a lot of patrons because they will spawn more than.
If you implode like for 2 or something
Right.
on,
So
if you implode
This
like
is so weird.
the
Okay.
3-2 patron and then it hits.
4.
Oh
So
god.
that is good.
Wait, actually,
That's good,
if
that's
it
good.
keeps
That's what I'm
spreading,
talking about.
If it keeps
So-
hitting the other 3 too,
Yeah, and
Oh
hits
my
that
goodness.
It hits
again.
that one again.
then it's actually not as bad.
One of those again now.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's good.
I mean, that
Yeah,
could
yeah, I
have been
guess-
much worse.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine for sure.
All right.
So there we go,
Rage.
Battle Rage.
He's looking for lethal.
He's got 12, 15,
Nope.
6, 17.
Nope. Oh,
20,
that's
20
it.
damage.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wait. Does he have enough mana?
Yeah, he does. He can play
Yeah.
War Song.
War Song,
Yeah.
Cruel Task, Axe. That's lethal.
There it is. I think he's just counting real quick.
Yeah, you got to make sure in this situation. You don't want to do something stupid like leave your opponent at 1 and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
lose.
yeah.
But the cruel task is 5, and then
Wait. Does he have room? Yeah, he does
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
have room for all the.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness! It worked exactly how. It was like perfect, exactly how it should be, right for damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's it. That's a huge win again for Cloud9.
Yeah, that was a close game though.
Really big stuff. Man, and that's pretty devastating for Value Town, because now it's like Cloud9 takes the lead here,
Yeah.
and they're giving more chances for that mid-range paladin to play games, which is like if you can pin that as a weak link,
Yeah,
the more opportunities you get, the better.
I don't even paint that as a weak link. I think it's just like pretty good against most decks. I think it's not exceptional against almost anything,
Yeah.
but that doesn't really matter. I mean, that's how a lot of decks survive in this
And
format.
we forgot
Oh,
Trump
Trump
is
is
also
benched.
benched.
Get over here.
Uh-oh. No zoo. That doesn't really matter.
Wow, the
Yeah.
walk of shame.
Mm-mm.
That's what 2015's become. Just sitting in the bench in the back of the room. It's okay, Trump. You
Maz is so happy.
Yeah.
And apparently he gets the Hearthstone plushie pillow as his buddy.
He's crossing things out.
What the fuck?
I just-
I think the notebook's not been going according to plan for Trump so
No.
far. It feels like he's doing a lot of planning. He did win that Paladin game, but it's not working out for him.
Yeah. There's still quite a bit left. That Paladin game was pretty spectacular, though.
Yeah.
We need more games like that.
It's been pretty nuts, some of the stuff that's happened. But in the end, Cloud9 is up 4-3. They only have to win 2 more games. The Priest here feels like a pretty strong pick as well.
Yeah.
And that would set up a Strife Crow versus the World.
Both of the priest and the mid range is pretty favored against the Sioux. So it wasn't like a really huge
Yeah, not relevant.
thing to get benched here for Value Town.
Mhm. But maybe it was a big thing for them to win ultimately. Like it's not the fact that he got
course,
benched, but it's
Get that
like
The
point
Green
on the
Patron
board.
was expected to win one game though, so everyone pretty much thought that would happen.
wait, Trump's upstairs again?
No. Oh wait, what?
Pre-recorded.
Teleport.
Wait, are there actually 2 Trumps in this house?
That would make it 4 Trumps.
Are there actually 4 Trumps?
What face?
I think maybe he went back upstairs quickly to discuss strategy.
This is an outrage.
What's the purpose of benching if he can't actually stay on the bench?
Exactly. Like the bench should
Yeah.
have some.
The bench is cold. It needs to stay warm.
Like
Trump, get your butt down there.
Your team should at least have to go to you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the very least, and discuss your strategy in open air. That's the punishment.
Who's the team captain?
Trump. He's got the notebook. It's his notebook.
okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
he's
also
written
called
stuff in it.
Value Town.
Value Town, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of names if Kibler would make it. Just something about his dog Shiro, and then
Oh, God.
dog would do something about dogs. So
Well, fortunately, Trump was the captain, so that's good.
actually, yeah, the other 2 members would have picked something related to dogs. And
Yeah.
canines. Yeah. Instead, Trump he's benched, and I guess apparently that means nothing. He just goes upstairs,
Right.
and talks.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess the bench is actually more convenient because it's like nice and cool down there, and just people hanging.
Is
out.
it?
And you can get some food, like easy proxy.
Dog got dog food yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true, but he didn't eat it.
That's true.
As far as I know.
Yes.
Yeah, so after he got benched, Maz gave him a little thing of
Really?
dog food,
Oh
yeah.
god.
Kibbles.
I missed that.
All right, well, Dog will have to play. Has he even played at all? Yeah, he played and lost the Druid today once.
Yeah, it was
which is
Druid Mirror, I believe, against Strife Pro.
not too much of a surprise. That deck has been drawing so poorly.
I want to see the Druid again.
Well, you might see plenty of it.
Warrior versus Paladin. The matchup they wanted.
Yep, it's a pretty good one.
But let's see if Strife goes onto something. He was talking, I believe it was with Rayned, and they were both like talking about how they think mid-range Paladin is pretty decent against Patron nowadays if you account for it, especially considering how dominant it is, so you can expect it very regularly. I mean, they wouldn't come into this format thinking like, oh yeah, like this, no one will play Patron. That people will bring Patron because of the high likelihood of the lineups, including
Strifegor has been playing it every single week, and Patron, I mean,
he's
on ladder, Patron is less frequent these days, but in the tournament scene, Patron is just as frequent. Yeah. So I mean, it's been working out for them, and I mean, I don't see a reason to stop now.
I think the key is just the same thing with any deck against Patron. Like the same reason as mid-range Hunter could be good against Patron if it curves out very strongly and makes powerful tempo plays onto the board. Like for example, Patron actually, like you kind of talk about how Patron can't deal with other patrons. It's the same concept. If you get for land a quartermaster, that's pretty decent. It's like there's just too many minions that you have to deal with, and there's too much damage you take.
Apples will be placed on heads.
That's a pretty good start for
Juggler.
Strike Pro. Yeah. There's no Fire War Axe, so that's a big deal. He's gonna go ahead and coin out the. Actually, okay, so he has to make a read here. I don't know if he looked at the amount of cards that Strike Pro mulligan. I mean the Dog mulligan. So if he can make the read that he probably does not have the Fire War Axe, he will go for the Knife Juggler, because that can actually trade with a juggle hit on the Armor Smith, and it also trades for Acolytes afterwards as well.
Right. Well, you can trade into the Acolyte regardless if you play the mini bot or not. He doesn't have to choose between that. The Shield mini bot just feels better.
Yeah, it's worse against Armor Smith, but it's better if he has the War Axe in his hand. So knowing exactly what they have in their hands, the Knife Juggler is better.
Well, that's the thing. If you're playing against the matchup you think you're not the favorite in, you'd play a riskier play, right?
Yeah. So then he'd go for the Knife Juggler, but
the confidence, overconfidence is an insidious killer, though.
Yeah. So he thinks he's actually favored. Okay. I don't know. Yeah. But
he's pretty confident in the matchup. I mean, it's one of those things where, again, he was like discussing it for several minutes that he thinks that it's even favored against it, not even just even. And if he can continue curving out decently, then I mean, who's to say he's wrong?
Yeah.
All right, Juggler comes down. He can handle the Acolyte now if he wants.
So that's 2 damage, right? Effectively, that is missed.
3,
do that.
right?
2 damage is missed.
So we'll see if that 2 damage.
Actually more, because if he would have coined out the first Knife Juggler, he would have seen that he didn't have an axe, and he would have played another second Knife Juggler as well.
And that's an extra damage there, and then you play the mini boss. It's 3. That's 5 damage.
It's a lot of damage actually.
It's actually 5 damage if you think, assuming it goes to the face every time. If he plays minions, then it's different.
Yeah, he's not gonna go ahead and play the Knife Juggler here. He knows he will only get 1 card from it. And the 1 health on the Knife Juggler is actually quite useful if he has another Knife Juggler that he has. So he could have just played Death Spite here and gotten rid of the other Knife Juggler and the shield.
That's so insane. Like if you think about, if you took that line, and of course we have the information. He'd be at 18 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that's crazy to think how much difference that is, considering that he has like the Shredder here and the True Silver.
Yeah, it really is huge.
The Shredder is really good here. Like really good.
It's definitely one of the best cards against Warrior because they're so inefficient at removing the Shredder's death battle effect, and it's just so punishing to take that damage with weapons.
Yeah, Striker really has a dream start here. I'm not sure if he's running Zombie Chows in this deck.
I think so.
I believe he is.
Okay.
In the past he has. I don't think we've seen it in this tournament though.
Yeah, because this curve is actually pretty hard to get.
It doesn't happen every game.
No.
And Dog's already in a big pressure situation.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what Strifer was going for. So
I think
what's the best in this?
I think Dog is really kind of fed up with this. Like every single time he plays, he just gets trash, and his opponents just carve out perfectly. Like every time in this tournament.
He really needs to clear here. He can't really play the Green Patron, I think.
You don't think so? You can't go for the
because you can't. If you do that, if you do the Green Patron in Rage here, you can't kill off the Knife Juggler, or you can't kill off the Shredder.
When we kill off the Shredder and get better juggles on the... I guess you're right. You take too much damage.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna go ahead and like kill the Shredder here or not, because you get that juggle, which gives you an extra patron if you're lucky. But he's not gonna do that. He's just gonna play it safe here. But this is... Ooh. So he can clear everything but one patron here. The problem is if whatever comes after the Shredder is less than 3 damage,
It
then
starts
then
growing
it can
again.
snowball. Yeah, exactly. Not only does he get another patron, but he gets Battle Rage potential. So let's see here. He's debating whether or not he can raise him right here.
You think that's what he's doing?
He can do 10 damage to face this turn, and then he can do 6 more damage next turn. So that would be a lethal with just armoring up for the warrior. But if he has Armor Smith...
Ooh.
No, it's okay, because you can still use Crucible, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though. Wouldn't it have been better? He could do 10 damage to face. He could put him at 4.
Right.
The warrior at 4.
We would have killed him actually
I
with
guess
Juggler first,
he's
right?
afraid of...
He would have just won there.
Yeah, he would have. But he could have put him to 4, and the next turn, if he armored up, he would have been at 6. He could have
Right.
just attacked again and consecrated and won.
Assuming
So,
no minions even survive. Right?
yeah. The problem with that is potential Armor Smith and Shield Block.
True.
So he didn't want to take that risk, but maybe it was the correct play, just hoping, because you're unfavored, in my opinion. But Striker doesn't feel like he is, apparently. He's making a lot of safe defensive plays. Yeah.
Because he has Dr. Boom in his hand too, and maybe that's like enough pressure.
Oh, wait, what?
He's
He
setting
could
up
go
for a
big
Quartermaster that turn
It's
instead of
because
Dr. Boom.
it's the same concept. You can't deal with that many patrons, assuming your opponent doesn't have a whirlwind effect.
Oh, it feels like it doesn't kill off the... I don't know, that's kind of weird
That
though.
gives 2 battle rage effects. Oh!
Yeah, that is so risky. You have not seen a single Battle Rage yet,
Oh.
and he's giving that Emperor more
Okay, and I guess maybe his thought is that if he spends a whirlwind, he kills...
his own
Don't
Emperor
throw it.
anyway. But the thing is that he doesn't need to kill, because there is no way for him to get lethal, even with a Quartermaster. He knows that.
Well, I kind of like the Acolyte Armorsmith Whirlwind Axe play.
It's good.
Second battle rage
I think
is
he's
also
gonna. I
decent,
think
though.
he. I mean,
He can
he
draw more
knows.
later though.
He knows that he won't lose to anything that the Paladin has. So he's just gonna go ahead and draw more cards. He's not gonna kill off his own, even at the risk of him quartermastering here. He can still just win the game next turn with Froding, Whirlwind, like potential combos here. If he goes face with Emperor, yeah, he does. So, he does decide to Whirlwind anyway.
Yeah, I think
he
he's
has
got
to.
enough ability to go push damage face.
Yeah, he has the War Axe. He can deal 6 damage over the course of 2 turns. But it would have had such an
Yeah, it
awesome
would have been a
turn
really
if
good
everything got
powerful
reduced.
thing.
Oh,
once
that's a
again.
bad card.
Chow.
Yeah, there's some Chow.
But he's playing Boom this turn anyway, so I think Shrefko set up like two paths that could have happened. Either he quartermastered or he played Dr. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you attacked the Acolyte as well.
Really?
Yeah, because then the Boombots won't attack a 1/1.
I feel
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
Yeah, but he might
using
just play
extra
anything else. I don't think that really matters too much. Oh, that's a pretty good card.
Yeah.
Is that lethal? I think that might be. You have the frothing and the charge.
No.
cards.
He doesn't have Whirlwind anymore, that's the problem.
Yeah.
But he has the ghoul.
Ghoul?
Yeah, but I don't... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4... No, I don't... I mean, he played it so fast, I doubt he missed lethal, right? Did he miss?
7, 9,
I find it very
That's a
hard
lot of
for him.
damage.
12.
Actually, that was probably... He had a weapon as well.
Yeah.
No. He had
Let's see.
15 damage, I think.
But the boombots, if they hit creatures,
Oh, you're right. The Boom
Yeah.
has to not kill the frothing.
Yeah.
And the frothing will be at 3 HP.
Mhm. but
But-
it can absolutely
but
kill the ghoul because the ghoul you want to die anyway.
Yeah, you're right. But I think he's thinking like Paladin can't burst me as much,
Mhm.
so like it's better to take the safe route,
Mm-hmm.
so I can deal with these boombots first. And now he has 2 frothing berserkers, so
Yeah.
it's a high chance of him being able to kill.
I go with certain.
Yeah. This is... Oh, he decides to... Okay.
It's looking really bad for Strike Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, those boombots not really working out right now.
Wow. Dog actually pulls us back.
Well, I mean, it's the idea that the pound had a window, and I think forcing you were touching upon it.
Mhm.
If he played the knife juggler on one, he would have just won the game.
Yeah, because he would have had room to push for the lethal.
Well, when he would have pushed for lethal, instead he would have just won because he would have with Forson's faceplay he would have gone to 4. But we agreed that if he played knife juggler instead of shield miniguy, he would have had 5 extra damage in the opener.
It is a very big difference.
Yeah, it's hard to say like in hindsight though. Like he could have had a war axe, and that would have been really bad.
Right,
if you
and then
played
you would have
knife
lost
juggler.
that damage.
Yeah.
All right, well that has to be it.
Patrons at 25, no big deal.
Yeah.
And his opponent most likely is dead.
Yeah, this is lethal for sure. This is making sure. He has to.
The mana's a little clunky though.
2, 3, 7, and then whirlwind effect gives you plus
1, 2,
8.
3, 4.
So 2, 8, 10, 11, 14. I count 14 damage.
No, you trade the armor smith into a minion.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
So that's 15.
yeah.
Yeah, correct. Because the
This
armor
right?
smith
Like
survives
I'm
whirlwind.
getting his
No, no,
right. Let me recount
the
that.
following berserkers 2, then you gain
Yeah.
plus 6, but you get 2 from the
Yeah, you
bump.
need to trade the armor smith into
So,
a minion.
yeah,
that,
you're right.
that way you get 2 damage
and
extra.
that'd be 15.
It's just like really making sure because it's exact
Oh.
lethal. Right?
And we're carrying. Oh, okay, one more time. Frog Berserkers 2. The whirlwind effect is 6 plus the 2 from the bump, so that's 10. Plus the 2 from the armor smith plus the fireworks is 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's just going for the guaranteed win, like
BM.
yeah, the ultimate BM from Dog.
I mean, if this is, if he gets an equality.
Oh, you're right. Equality consecration.
Yeah. Oh, did it tie? No.
No, he's got it.
Okay.
Even if he misses 1 damage, it's pretty consequential.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, he's at 30.
The equality, though, you're right.
Oh!
Well, okay. There's
Punish.
still the second Warsong commander in the deck, right?
Yeah.
Well, that might be the last card. We've seen that.
That's true.
We've
And then-
seen
and then
games
Striker
where it's like, well, all
Yeah.
he needs is Alistraza, card number 30.
and you know, Striker hits like Tyrion next card, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's horrible.
Whoa. There's nothing really to evaluate on this one. You just have to play that and hero power up. But it's a long road back. His opponent rubber banded to 30 health practically.
Well, he's higher than that now.
Yeah.
What is that? 34.
34. So, you know, send your best men, Strifka, because you're gonna need it.
No, he
Yeah.
sent Uther. That's a good guy.
He needs to pick up a lay on hands here.
Oh, there
Okay.
it is. Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, I don't know if that is lethal, is it?
Yeah, it's double throttling. It's lethal for sure.
No, it's not.
It has to be.
No, it's not. He can't. He
Also,
can't
he-
kill off the ghoul.
Yeah, you can't. The
Oh,
cold
he
doesn't
can't
die.
kill off the ghoul,
Yeah,
you're
it
right.
doesn't die. So it just becomes
Wow.
8 damage.
But
from
now,
the
if
cold.
That's
Strife Crow
right.
plays anything, he loses. So
Yeah.
it's pretty hard to lose
You
this.
can't actually kill off
Unless
the
it's
ghoul, you're
is
right.
it Tyrion? Oh no, he has execute for 0, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So even if it's Tyrion, what about Sludge Belcher?
Yeah, Sludge Whistler is really good. He has an execute though.
What is he doing? Why is he playing it now?
Wait, what? Does he think wait? Does he actually have lethal?
No, he's just gonna go face with everything.
I think what if he pumps up one of the minions with the frothing attack?
This is if he doesn't kill anything here, it's a punish though with the
Second
consecrate.
consecration.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
he's gonna go ahead and execute that. He's trying to execute his own goal.
Wait,
Like,
execute.
Artosis, please.
Oh, he's going so that way a weapon hit is lethal. Wait.
Hello?
Hold on, what just happened?
I don't know.
Wait, is this a punish?
No?
Oh, Bluegill Warrior.
Oh, wait.
Bluegill Warrior.
Yeah, the Bluegill Warrior or the, what's it called? The older Murkai.
Yeah.
Those are the ways he can kill
Yeah.
these falling berserkers.
Yeah.
And then it's down to the weapon draw for Dog. Dog would have to draw second fiery war axe or something to kill him.
Okay, let's see here.
So there's 2 out of like 8 Warlocks or 10 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 8 or 9.
Yeah, so
I did a video on it, but I forgot.
so it's a 25% chance, but that's his only way to survive.
Yes.
Right now, here we go.
It's like 20%, 25%.
Oh!
Here we go.
He goes for the Murloc. He gets the old Murk-Eye, and everyone is going crazy.
Wow.
And Dog has lost all of his charging potential. Every single one.
He
And
needs to top deck a weapon
the,
now.
the Murloc Knight still also keeps spawning board control.
This
Chaka
punish,
was
bro.
laughing
This punish.
so hard. And what makes it crazy is Dog had that lethal. But here's the thing, he can also just win off that weapon draw, just like he said.
Oh,
Shield
shield
block,
block,
block's
one more
pretty,
draw.
I mean, just another weapon. No, slam is
But
the
that is good. That is good.
Yeah,
and
it's
he can execute. For the weapon? No,
Oh.
but it's a board clear.
It can't be countered right now, actually.
No, it cannot. He has a 1 damage weapon.
Yeah.
But then you just wait for the Tyrion off the top, or the Lay on Hands. The
Yeah.
Lay on Hands or the Tyrion puts
He's
him
most
so
certainly gonna go for
far
this.
away.
And
Well, he's
Seven
got
cards.
several weapons, right? He's only
he also has a heal, right? The Leon Hands.
Yeah, Lay on Hands and Tyrion are the two
No.
cards. And Healbot as well.
No, I mean Dog. Dog has a lot. He only has 7 cards. He has a lot of weapons.
Sludge Belcher too.
Oh yeah, he has
Oh man, that's crazy. Because now Inner Rage is lethal. Now Inner Rage is lethal.
second Cruel Taskmaster.
Second cool Taskmaster weapon. There's like 3 or 4 out of 7 draws here that lethals for Dog.
Slam.
This is too much of a tease. End it, Dog.
Oh god.
Stop this
I want
madness.
Strifeker to win. What?
Oh
What
my
are you,
god.
what are you doing? Just
Strifeker's-
end it. What are you waiting for? Do it.
Make your
Yes,
dreams
you can.
No.
Oh god. This
Last turn, you said next turn.
Oh!
Oh no! The Sludge Belcher at 1 HP.
It's
I can't
favored.
believe this.
It's
Yeah.
favored, guys. You just you're wrong, Forsen. You were just wrong.
No. This gives.
This is crazy. So Strife Crow, he should kill these like one of the minions, right? Kill the Gnomish Avenger, so
Yeah.
that way it has a higher
Wait.
chance of protecting it.
Does he need to kill? that
Yeah,
minion?
so you don't
And
lose to a
Whirlwind
weapon.
steals the cruel
You lose to a weapon if you don't kill that.
So
Yeah, I guess over the course of 2 turns, you
Yeah.
lose the weapon. Yeah.
also Dog is running out of cards. He's cycled so much. I think he's down to like 3 cards now.
Yeah, he's down to
So
like 3 cards.
He might literally draw like what he should have used the previous turn to win. Like weapon or something's coming.
Cool.
That is not bad.
Really? That looks bad.
I mean, it kills the Sylvanas and the 1/1s. So what do you need here to win?
You need to get past the Sludge Belcher, and you need a weapon so you can hit twice over.
Yeah.
So the weapon needs to kill the slime and then hit the face. So if you do that, you whirlwind, and then the ghoul challenges.
No, I think you whirlwind next turn. You're at 44. You whirlwind next turn.
Okay. No, but the thing is, the ghoul challenges the Sludge Belcher.
Yeah.
So then you can use a weapon to hit
I
twice
see.
over, and
I
then
see.
Striker needs to draw his Tyrion, his Lay on Hands, or his Antique Healbot. That's 3
Does he play
potential
Joust?
draws.
No, I don't think so.
No, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So that way he can't get past the taunt.
Use it now, yeah.
You might as well hit face with that weapon.
So
It's
Dog needs
not
to
doing
draw.
anything else.
Does Dog have another execute? Because that's like another thing he needs to draw now too. But he's down to his last 3 cards.
I don't
I think he's played
One of
both
them's a
executes.
weapon.
I think 2 of them are weapons.
One of them's an Inner Rage, right? One of them's an Inner Rage,
Rage.
and then what's the last remaining card here? Is it an execute?
No, I think he has 2 weapons left.
He has 2 weapons.
Did he play Fire War Axe this game? I don't think so.
Some people cut 1 Fire War Axe from their deck.
Oh, you're right. It could be 1 Fire War Axe.
No, but if you have shield blocks, which he does, they come back, right?
Where are Stripeco's draws?
I mean, they only have 1 Fire War Axe in the deck.
No, a lot of the patients have 2. To deal with all the
but
aggression.
some of them cut him. I don't know if this is which
I
version.
feel
this
the
is.
ones with shield blocks tend to put them in.
Okay.
So,
I don't actually
That's why I'm
know.
a bit optimistic.
I don't know that a lot of
I think
people
in
cut it.
ATLC, every single patron that's missed lethal has lost the game.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I'm not sure about that stat, but it's certainly exciting.
All the ones that I've
Dog
cast.
literally-
Yeah,
he is in huge trouble here because he has 3 cards remaining, and the weapon that he could draw is not even enough to get past the taunt for him to kill. You need to have 2 weapons, and then Trefko has to miss on his heals, which he has so far.
Yeah, I mean, and Al just hits nothing, right?
Yeah, and what are you gonna silence?
It's just a 1/1 for more damage, but
Wait, did Dog play both of his acolytes?
But even if you didn't, wouldn't you want to not silence it?
yeah. It's so close to fatigue, so
Yeah. Second last card.
Oh,
It's
it is
an acolyte!
Oh god.
And then, so the last card is a weapon then, right?
You can't win.
then he can't win.
Unless it's...
Oh no, he can.
Death Spite? Oh, he
Okay.
can. If it's Death Spite, because he can clear with all the 1/1s after he attacks, and then the acolyte hits for the 1. But the antique heal bot off the
Oh,
top!
wow.
That's gonna seal
it.
it!
That's
There's no way for Dog to win. And he realized. I mean, I don't think he wants to see the last card.
Does he know that he missed lethal? No, I don't think so.
No, he
Even
probably
if he
doesn't.
didn't miss lethal, he should have just waited with the Frothings. I think that's just...
Yeah,
that was
The
just
last card
kind
is
of-
Despite.
but
So it
kind of
was. He
hasty,
had the
right?
chance.
Like, he had double Frothing Ghoul. The only way you lose is if you do the combo and then get cleared, right?
yeah,
So that
guys,
was a
he
bit
did have
hasty.
second consecrate, but second consecrate didn't actually kill off the throwing. He needed to get that Murloc though. That was like
Right.
you can't play around getting Murkai like from the.
Yeah, it happens every
He-
time.
If he didn't draw the antique heal bot, he had a 2-turn lethal there.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he?
How?
Because he would hit he had hit the
Belcher?
sludge belcher,
Yeah.
and then he hit the sludge,
Yeah.
and then clear the board, and then the acolyte would challenge for a 1 hit damage
Yeah.
kill. Because he's at 1 HP.
Assuming he didn't draw.
Assuming
He
he
had
didn't-
some other outs though. Except
He drew
for-
nothing,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
saying, but like from that point on, the heal
Right.
was
He had
like
Tyrion
yeah.
and Leon Hans, I believe. That could and second Belcher maybe.
Probably a second
Yeah,
belcher.
probably. But either way,
Wow.
it was
That was pretty insane.
unfortunate.
But it could have easily been like, maybe he drew something else, like a muster for battle, and he
It could
couldn't do
have easily
anything.
been
No, he
any
played
other
2 musters,
Murloc
right?
as well.
Did he?
Did he?
It could be a good point.
Was
But
it
I'm
that
just saying the
game?
point
I
is
don't know.
there were draws that
Yeah.
he could have whiffed on. So there was like a chance all the way to the final. The last thing though is like you said, the 30th card that sometimes you need. The Deathbite should have came way earlier.
Yeah,
And it just didn't show up at all. Like if the Deathbite showed up before the Blessing of
Yeah.
Kings, different story, right?
I really just think like I think when there's like a really complicated lethal situation, especially in like a tournament format, it's not in my book, in my mind, it's not a big deal if you miss it. But I'm just putting it back on that double frothing charger ghoul hand, where all you need to do is wait for a minion to be played with 3 attack, and you can't lose.
Yeah.
By the way, we should all say hi to Disguise Toast video because I think this is going to go into the Missed Lethals compilation
Oh,
Hi,
God.
YouTube.
featuring patron number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, hopefully Dog doesn't take it too hard because he's going to have to win with 2 decks for Value Town to make it into the final.
one. I'd be super tilted.
I'd be pretty
after
tilted too.
that.
Yeah, it would be.
And Trump is still benched.
So Dog has to play.
Yeah, he has to play, and I mean this is a lot of pressure for Colento as well, being the last one to play for your team.
Yeah, but look at your deck. Your deck counters like all 3 of them almost, right?
I wouldn't say.
Druid's okay.
I think the Druid matchup is like
Pretty good, right?
Slightly favored for.
Yeah.
the Warlock, like you said, is really tough, and then
The Patron's probably pretty good too, but it's not like that great. Like let's say 50, right? Let's say 50 on the Warrior, let's say 50 on the Druid, and then the Warlock is less than 50.
Yeah, I think the Patron is a bit more favored though. I think it's 55-60% actually versus Dragon Priest.
Okay.
But it's certainly going to be close. I mean, Colento is a really good player, so that gives him an edge. And Dog might be a bit tilted after that series.
A bit.
I don't
It's
know.
possible.
Yeah.
Rumors are.
I don't know. He is kind of an emotional player.
yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's gonna get him. He's had some bad luck with Druid as well as we've seen.
Extremely.
Yeah, so we'll see if he can pull back in like to a good mindset or not. But definitely favored. Cloud9 is definitely favored to win at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man, that game was great. Striker was actually just remembering the Murloc Knight coming through clutch. The old Mur guy to deny the Frothing Berserker.
It was only that or the
Bluegill.
Bluegill, yeah.
Yeah, there's no other Murloc that would have helped.
There's no
there.
Murloc with taunt. Right?
No.
Not yet, but when there will be,
When there will
Murloc
be.
Knight is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Who says TGG cards aren't fun?
All right.
Colento versus
Well, Dog is smiling. I think this is just showtime.
It is.
Yeah.
This is game for 90K guaranteed for Cloud9.
So let's see here.
Versus
The-
potentially 0.
The results doesn't really matter, like the scoring, right?
No.
It doesn't matter at all.
So you
okay.
just play whatever you
So
feel
before you would play your strongest deck first, try to get as many wins
Yeah,
as
now
possible.
it
Now
doesn't
they
matter.
probably just
play
I don't
whatever
know.
you feel more comfortable with, I guess.
Yeah.
In the previous day, you can make an argument that you shouldn't play a deck you haven't revealed yet because then you could hide it. I think Temple
Exactly.
actually
But
did
everyone
this.
knows all the deck lists by now, I believe.
Yeah, the only thing that we don't know is Temple Storm's Mage.
Oh yeah, right. I was asking Hype about that. He was like, "It's a top secret mage."
Yeah,
I don't.
so.
It's a top secret
Secret
freeze mage.
Secret.
Well, Mage hasn't made many appearances, so.
So
cool
this
to see
is
it.
a pretty bad start.
Yeah, where's the
from
1 and 2
Colento.
drops?
No 1 or 2 drop.
Well, he's
no
used to this,
coin.
right? This
Yeah.
is Kanto's third try with this deck.
Oh yeah.
That's a good pickup for sure. Having that coin in this matchup is super huge. Like being able to coin out the Death Spite to contest Dark Cultists is
Yeah.
like really, really good. And that's what he's thinking about right now. But he has to play it. I mean, you need to take the risk here. Coin that out.
Yeah, you gotta go
man.
for it.
And the thing is that now the Twilight Guardian will die as well. Because he has 6 damage, including the Armorsmith damage.
It does kill the Armorsmith as well in the process, so you'd probably just play it anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, now we have... Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it gets challenged by the board, but
Yeah.
I think you just got to follow that curve
What about just Northshire Power Word Shield there?
to draw the Death Spite attack.
Yeah, I don't think you need to kill off the Northshire if it does that. You can just like play the Acolyte and wait for more cards. Oh, you're gonna slam that to keep it alive.
Okay.
I kind of like the
I like the Acolyte just to
more.
draw. Like, you don't need armor in this.
Yeah, and also you want to play the Acolyte before turn 6 because
Okay.
then they have Cabal. So you want to use it early as
So maybe he's
possible.
just thinking of executing here.
Oh, that might be the case, but he's...
I mean, he doesn't have something to use the whirlwind effect with outside the Acolyte,
Yeah.
and like he doesn't have Grim Patron, for example. So
Yeah,
this is less
I'm
valuable.
pretty sure the Acolyte was my favorite play there.
Well, the board state would have
think
ended
this
the
is
same,
more-
except you'd have 2 more cards.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I wonder if he was potentially fishing for anything, or he wanted to be more mana efficient. That could be also the case. Like if you got Cool Taskmaster, for example, maybe he could have slammed into something and then Cool Task his Acolyte next to him.
Yeah.
Well, if you're Kalento here, you just play on curve, I'm pretty sure. You gotta drop it as your Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a Cabal next turn. Oh,
Nope.
you want to play...
Clento's ways are not our ways.
I mean, this is fine as well, because this is better against another weapon, for sure.
Right.
But can you really play around your
Okay.
opponent having constant weapons? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess that's true. I mean, as a priest here, you have to be as aggressive as possible. You have to do as much face damage as possible.
Yeah.
And you haven't been doing that for 5 turns. So
I
Yeah.
like that it's more secure against Death Spite. I like that it also helps set up a mid-range minion to be really beefy. So that way, like Blackwing Corruptor, and he can trade a Darkwing or Dark Cultist if it dies to be like a 5/7. So like you can't really deal with that.
So the problem now with playing the Acolyte is that it will get Cabal next turn.
just enrage it.
He's gonna enrage it immediately. Okay, that's a pretty good play.
He's got Fire War Axe to back it up too.
Yeah,
All right,
that's a good draw.
it's pretty good to
for
reduce
the Emperor.
cost.
Yeah. So he's gonna go ahead and kill off the Northshire here. Go face.
Dark Cultist is hard to remove, but it's not really that threatening.
Yeah, but this is a really good turn now coming back. He's gonna be able to Cabal and kill off the. Oh, is he thinking about playing on Cabal by trading here?
That'd be pretty smart. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
what
but
it
you
does
can't
have.
play it around it forever. So
Yeah.
does it really matter?
But he might force his opponent into a tempo play by doing that, right? Like his
I think he's
opponent-
thinking of interraging the Acolyte again, actually.
That's not a bad play, I guess. But since he picked up the Repatron, I guess he needs to save one for that.
I think this is better than the Cabal, just because, well, it's nice to have armor, but you won't get much armor. Like, the Amazon will die immediately.
I think that's also before that spite. Like this Blackwing Corruptor still goes uncontested in terms of what's on board. And if he plays Emperor, he actually trades into it directly very easily, and then play something else. It's like the Blackwing Corruptor can just crash into the next threat, most likely.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
really big too, because like Emperor is like it becomes so much of a threat if you can't even immediately remove it on board. You'd spend some of your mana doing something else. So
He could board clear here if he wanted to.
I think he's going to play the Emperor. I think he's going to play Emperor and use Interrage.
And use Enrage on
The 5/4.
yeah.
I mean, you can't really...
how good is the hand to use Emperor on?
It's
Isn't it-
double Patron, and it's uncontested. That's the other part.
That is true. At least from what you see. And we know that there is a way to deal with the second Blackwing Corruptor, but even if he draws out Shadow Word Death, you anticipate him to only have 4 more mana to spend because he has 7. That would cost 3.
Well, Dog's going to go with a slightly risky play here, I think. Yep. I think
feel like
most
the
players will do this,
strongest
though.
move,
Oh, he just... Just doesn't use the inner rage. Wow.
So he wants to use the inner rage on green patrons to be able to trade into
think it's-
stuff.
The thing is, like, against some decks, what you can do is just pop a bunch of whirlwind effects on a Grim Patron and hope nothing happens to them.
That's true.
But you can't really expect that to be the case against this priest deck because you already know Kolento has Light Bomb, you know Kolento has Holy Nova with spell damage effects.
I think also the fact that it doesn't mind the 5/4 trading into the Emperor because there's 2 Shadow Deaths in the deck, and if he trades the 5/4, they will become useless the whole game. Right?
Oh.
Shrinkmeister,
Shrinkmeister
though.
allows him to keep the Blackwing Corruptor alive.
Yeah, that's probably the play
It's
here.
really nice. So that because again, he has
Be
to
more aggressive too.
be super aggressive.
But the thing is, he could have stolen like a Green Patron next turn with the Cabal if that's happened. You know.
that's right, and it also gets charged, right?
Yeah,
so then
it
you
does.
can make
Because
it
the
attack
effect
into
is still
the War Song Commander.
exactly. You get some Green Patrons.
Kolento does run double Shrinkmeister though,
That is true.
Yeah,
That's true.
and double Cabal.
yeah, and you can always just like
He likes his
steal,
opponent's cards.
Steal the War Song
Yeah.
without the Shrinkmeister.
Yeah, I like the preserve the minions approach because your opponent showed that he can't really deal with these threats very easily, and you can put as much pressure as possible. I mean, there was a line where you could have used Blackwing Corruptor and then get a really big buffed one, like a 5/7 Blackwing with a new Blackwing, but I think this one's better, just more power. So cool Taskmaster on the 5/1, but that means he can't play Gnomish Inventor. But at least he clears a couple minions, so instead of...
He might just be going for like a big draw play. Like he has very cheap patrons. We are getting to that stage in the game where you have a lot of mana crystals to do some crazy combos.
Ooh. Okay, so there's ways to execute that now. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
Because...
okay with that. He has a second execute.
Exactly.
But then the second execute and then you have Ysera drop down. Just kind of feels like, how do you deal with that if you don't have the second execute?
Yeah. Are we gonna see finally the Cabal? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Cabal seems pretty good, even though you don't really want a 2/2 creature.
Yeah, but the thing is that if you Blackwing...
Actually, no, you don't want a 2/2 creature. I think you Blackwing Corruptor and Velens.
That sets up probably the strongest board you
And
can.
you just got executed too, right?
Yeah.
Let me change your mind.
The thing about it is to set up the strongest board through the Black and Corruptor and the Veil's Chosen, so that way Ysera can be plopped down.
I mean, the Blackwing Corruptor is really good for clearing patrons.
That's
if
true.
you
It
decide
can
to use
snipe.
that.
It can snipe things very well.
Battle Rage, that's... I don't know. That's a bit awkward.
At
But
least,
I think you're doing it anyway, just to draw the one card, because you have nothing else to do right now.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get him Battle Rage. Death Spite, really great card.
He still needs more though. It's not enough yet.
He's looking for the War Song.
Yeah.
He's setting up the Death Spite next turn, and then he's definitely looking for a War Song.
All right. Well, I think it's Ysera's time.
Yeah, there's no better time. The question is whether or not you trade a 2/2 into the 2/4 to get rid
Yeah.
of it.
I'd consider doing it as well.
I don't know.
You're not gonna significantly bump up the clock because he's at 27.
Yeah,
I think I would even just go all out face at this stage. Oh, he's not even
so he's
Ysera.
buffing it.
That's reasonable.
Is he playing the Blackwing Corruptor though? I would assume, or no, he's actually gonna go ahead and heal probably. Keep
he
it
can't
for
get
Green
executed?
Patron. Yeah. Keep it for Green Patron heal. Snipe.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Shield block. I don't think dogs run the shield slams, right? So the shield block's just for life gain.
Yeah.
This play actually is actually very good.
Ooh, we could actually, yeah.
Like, I actually really like Clento's board now that you like evaluate it. How do you deal with that? That actually could be a 2-turn lethal push on the following turns.
I think you have to go face with Death Bite, and I also think you have to start slowing down the damage from the priest. You have to do the Inner Rage execute play.
But you can still do that in the next turn.
Yeah, you still have a good health pool. You know that the priest doesn't have burst damage, so next turn he can do Whirlwind Execute in rages. Like, it's gonna be insane. I'm pretty sure you play the Ysera here. If you play the Acid Drake and Blackwing, you could actually die to Warsong, Frothing, Whirlwind, and stuff like that.
You could always die to that.
Yeah.
You have
But it's more
25
likely.
health.
Yeah.
That's like another 0 short of what's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, it is something to consider if you have too many minions.
Yeah.
Because he did also play Emperor, right? So he has
He
to
did.
account for what he could do. And if he's really in tune, he's like, okay, he has 4 cards. If he has 2 Frothings, an Unstable,
Yeah, he's just gonna
and
play the 1 and
so-
heal. He has lethal
Yeah.
next turn anyway. with the black ring.
This is 19 damage, right?
It's frothing, but
No,
that's not really anything.
yeah,
On the other hand, Kalento doesn't have the Holy Nova, doesn't
No.
have the Light Bomb.
exactly.
You
So
didn't need it.
this is gonna be a Grim Patron turn.
I think it might be Grim Patron, either Armor Up or... No, you want to save the Ghoul for your frothing, right?
Oh, you still have.
I think you want to do
Grim
Grim Patron, Inner Rage on your Grim Patron, attack face, execute Armor Up.
Okay, do you want to
That's
use
6
the Whirlwind?
patrons. No.
Yeah,
you,
that's pretty. That's pretty.
you really want to use Whirlwind for one more patron while injuring the other ones?
No. I mean, if you use the Whirlwind, you only have to use one Grim Patron.
Yeah, but isn't your win condition the frothing at this stage anyway?
Yeah, assuming. I mean, Unstable Ghoul and Whirlwind, you can use whatever is more mana efficient here. I believe it will be the goal.
Oh, you're gonna put the Unstable Ghoul to block it as well?
That's a problem because he can Cabal that.
Yeah.
So I don't think you played defensively.
Did he end up going for it?
Yeah, I think so.
Did he play it?
He only shows 4 mana right now. May have stopped.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
he
that's
did
good.
stop.
That's good.
So that's 8, 11. Is he 1 damage?
He's
off?
1 damage off lethal.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
And I think Dog was accounting for.
Wait. He can draw. Can he draw into it? 3 mana to play Northshire and heal. Is
2
there any for
damage,
2
though.
mana? I don't
Holy
think so.
Smite?
No, I don't think he's running Holy Smite. No.
No.
He does run Vol'jin.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's anything you could do. I think Kalento's play is just to clear and set up lethal again.
Yeah. Clear is definitely play here.
Well, it comes down to potentially a Dog's last turn here.
yeah.
He needs to draw the War Song, right?
You
Yes.
need to heal your 4-1 here to play around Whirlwind effects. You still know that there's 2
double
Whirlwinds.
Alright, so Patron.
Patron double whirlwind, let's
and-
do it.
And the Unstable Ghoul.
Do you unstable ghoul?
No.
I think you need some trigger for your frothing when you get your war song.
And as long as it doesn't have charge, you can't really proc your unstable ghouls, and then it will just get.
So why don't
Cabal.
you Whirlwind once and then? I guess because of the heal. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like the double whirlwind.
Yeah, the problem with playing Unstable Ghoul is also the fact that they could heal the minions out of range.
Yeah.
So it won't even die. But is that your priority here? It could be also just Patient Flood. That could be the strategy as opposed to just killing the minions through spells.
Well, you would overflood with the ghoul, so I don't know. Like
Or if you Whirlwind once and Ghoul instead. But I don't know if that changes.
you only get 1 more patron actually, I think, if you ghoul here. Because
Also, Cabal Shadow.
Wait, what? Well. Okay, so
Oh, he's going all in.
I'm not sure why he played the ghoul first. Does it matter?
See,
No, it's the same amount of.
he has 4 patrons now.
I mean, actually,
oh, you're
9.
right.
Hello, Holy Nova. Yeah.
That's not lethal. Is
No,
it?
it's not. No, it's not. It's 3 off.
Yeah, he's got 11 damage. His bonus at 14.
Yeah.
Is it worth caballing the Unstable Ghoul right now?
You need to, I think.
Because you can remove.
You need
the
to
board.
do it. Yeah, you need to Cabal it, and then you need to kill off the 3/3s.
But you don't even clear all the patrons.
No, you leave a 3/2 and a 3/1. The 3/1 will die
3/1's
though
useless.
to unstable, but the 3/2 will get another.
But then if we get the war song commander.
Yeah, that's awkward. Yeah, this is a very very hard turn actually. Does he run Light Bomb?
Kalento?
Yes.
Yeah, he was done
Yes, he does.
run Light Bomb. Yeah.
I think he's running 1 Helena but 1 light bomb.
Yeah. So this is the trade. Will he heal? Or play?
That could be bad. That could get him into trouble.
Yeah, if his opponent draws the War Song Commander, that'll get him in a lot of trouble. Why didn't he heal the Blackwing Corruptor? instead?
Because it would die to the Whirlwind anyway. It
Oh,
would have
you're
been
right,
at
you're
1
right,
and
you're
then
right,
it
you're
would have died.
Correct.
So, Armor Smith. This is awkward.
You have to frothing, you're out of cards. You're getting attrition down by a priest.
you have no more like whirlwind.
7
effects
cards.
almost.
Oh, he has 7 cards actually. 7 cards
Yeah.
left. No,
I don't
no
think
war song yet.
there is no more whirlwinds. Is there another goal in the?
There's no Deathbite.
There is a Despite. There's also a War Axe.
No, there is not another Despite. He used both.
He used?
Yeah, he used both. One, he coined out one in the start.
Oh, right. Colento baited the end
Yeah.
of the first one.
Yeah, so there's no more whirlwind effects unless there's another ghoul.
There is, I think,
There's
another
one more
goal.
War Song too. Right?
2 war
There's
songs.
2 war
he hasn't,
songs,
he hasn't
yeah.
seen war song. That's why he
But-
hasn't won yet.
So
That's right. So then this is gonna spawn another Grim Patron.
yeah,
You can't kill off that Cabal though.
no,
No, but he can't kill off the whelp, which helps a little bit, I guess.
yeah, this is looking really grim for dog. Vol'jin.
Whoa.
So-
Vol'jin,
here.
Holy Nova.
Yeah, that's perfect. You can Vol'jin the Grim Patron. Then you can attack.
or the Frothin.
You probably
No, the Grim Patron. Because
no, you can actually attack the Green Patron with your 4/4.
no, you attack
you
the
can't-
Armor Smith with your 4/4. You finish off the frothing with your 2/2 whelp and just kill it off.
But the Frothing won't die.
I think.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
you
you get to
can-
keep another creature?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get to
yeah.
keep
Okay,
this
okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to
You're
actually
right,
trade
you're right.
anything into the Frothin.
You're right, my bad.
So
And then Holy Nova, and I mean this it could just be the end, and Cloud9 will
Yeah.
be getting their ticket to the grand finals.
Yeah.
yeah, dog knows
That's
that
it.
this is over.
There's just no way for him to climb back. And Cloud9 in dominating fashion looks like they're gonna take out Tempo Storm 6-3 and Value Town 6-3.
Oh, man.
And
Grim Patron
is
doesn't happen.
90K in the bank.
Yeah.
Ecop is screaming in ecstasy.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's a lot of money. It's the most money that most players make in their entire year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, they guaranteed at least second place. Up next, we'll have the losers matches, and Value Town will be up against the winner of the losers matches, playing
That's right.
for third place. But you can sink further than that. I mean, you might go home with nothing.
That's right. Value Town, even though they were feeling high flying after day number 1, realistically could lose in the runners match and then end up in 4th place. It's not over, but for at least these guys that we have on camera, the day is over. They go to
Yep.
day number 3.
They get to relax,
waiting
and they get
in
to
the
think
grand
about it.
finals. That's right, and they get to observe everybody too. And
Mhm.
the stress is over for them. They're gonna come in for an interview.
Well, it's not completely over. I think tomorrow they have to submit new decks for the finals.
Yeah, for today.
sequence.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they still have to think about that. You know,
Yeah.
still something to do. All right, guys, come on up here.
Congrats.
Okay. I don't know how you guys are gonna fit too well because we got more chairs now. All right, so you guys are feeling pretty high up. Let me just get in here. There we
Bask
go.
in my glory.
All right.
That's right.
So Strifegrow is let's just talk about that biggest game, the mid-range Pally versus Dog's Patron Warrior.
Yeah.
Strifegrow was probably a bit confused on some of the stuff that was going on, but you guys knew the hands. How did you feel when Dog missed lethal and then just went with the all-in play without having lethal?
And it's probably one of those moments when it's like getting triple kills with that from Sneak Soul Shredder.
Okay.
It's not only like RNG, it's RNG plus punish. That's always pretty good.
Yeah,
It's always good when the patron player gets punished. Right?
Yeah.
Just remember the
They
quote,
never win, right?
Get punished.
and Dog had like so many outs as well, but it was like, and Strifeco was like in so many losing situations after that missed lethal, but
Yeah.
it was like it's what it was meant to be. The punish was supposed to happen and happened. It felt so great.
Justice.
Yeah, was that the game of the tournament so far for you guys?
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I was so fucking excited. Oh my god, it was so
All
good.
praise the Murloc Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that match was really huge. You had a pretty unlucky one yourself early on against Trump, against his paladin, where the knife jugglers failed you big time.
Yeah,
But,
it was at the top deck consecration, although it was likely that he would have drawn it at some point, right? But
The Bane of Doom getting a 3-2 after.
Yeah, it was certainly probably the craziest set we've had so far. But great stuff from you guys. You guys do advance to the finals automatically. And what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna chill out around the house like you did yesterday, or is it serious mode for tomorrow?
Oh no, dude, I'm gonna party hard. We already won 20K at least. I mean, everyone 20K. So we got second place guaranteed.
Mhm. Yeah. So Is it 30?
Yeah, no reason
20?
to
Yeah,
get
60,
50.
60k divided by 3.
60k. All right. Well, there's more to win than that.
Yeah, we want to go all the way, of course.
Who do you think is going to come out ahead in the next few matches? Nylum versus Tempo Storm.
I think Tempo Storm is going to win, and then Valley Town will win.
Yeah.
That's not predictions.
And who do you guys expect to see in the finals tomorrow?
I hope that we get to face
Valley Town.
Nihilum. I hope that we get to face Nihilum in the grand finals, because then we beat all 3 teams.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
So it's just
It was
complete crushing dominance. That's what you guys are going for?
Exactly. We want
Yeah.
the complete domination.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Any last words before we take a break here, guys? Oh,
That's
damn.
about it.
All right. Congratulations again, guys.